210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
ConnecticutSA.com.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys kick off the NFL season tonight as the Philadelphia Eagles play host to the Cowboys. Pregame starts at 6, the game you can catch live right here on San Antonio Sports Star. In NBA news, according to Shams Charania, it is reported the NBA All-Star format is likely to change and feature a round-robin tournament consisting of 3 8-player groups, 2 USA teams, and 1 world team. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody! Happy Thursday! It's a small Friday even here on the Morning Huddle. I'm your old pal AJ, and look who's here just to my left, Mr. Rob Thompson!
Hold on. Hold your applause. Hold on. Hold on.
There we
Hey,
go.
we made it, though.
Good morning, Robert.
Good morning. Good morning.
Victor Brown on the other side. Look at you, Vic. What are you wearing today?
My Lamb jersey.
Oh, it's game day,
Yes, it
bitches. It's time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We made the long wait is over. I know. It's yes, you've been waiting too. We've all been waiting. Everyone's excited. It's finally here, and tonight, the Philadelphia Eagles, the hated Philadelphia Eagles,
Whole gray light of dawn's about to show up.
Dallas Cowboys, and you already know what's gonna happen.
There's going to be some sad Cowboy fans.
Come on, man. Come on, man. It's going to be Rob at halftime.
No, man.
Come on, man.
I know what's coming. When you know an ass whooping's coming, lean into it.
This is me the whole game.
Man.
We'll try to figure out how the Cowboys manage this tonight. It seems like they're defending the Alamo. It doesn't look good, let me tell you.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. Listen, man. Who cares, right? It's game day.
Oh no, I'm all in. We're excited about the game, but all this talk about Micah and Izzy and Moni and all
that doesn't help.
No, that was smoke screen for. Oh crap, this team's not very good.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Oh. But you know what? Who cares?
No,
because the season's here,
good,
Rob.
If you accept the suck, it doesn't really suck.
This is the facts. If you think your team is going to win tonight and then they lose, then it really sucks. If you know what's coming.
If you know an ass whooping's coming, just lean into it.
If you accept the suck.
Yeah,
I mean, it's essentially like
suck.
If you know that Boonga Boonga's coming and you've got a chance to lube up, you do it. You do
there's
it.
There's Bunga Bunga, then there's death by Bunga Bunga, and you know.
It's always better if there's lube, and lube is basically the knowledge that your team sucks.
So we'll do our best to prepare ourselves.
It's preparation.
But there are some things that I'm reasonably excited to see tonight.
Okay, such as
I want to see I hear a lot. I hear a lot from Shotty, and we talked a little bit about it yesterday about his intent to be balanced and run the football. But I look at this wide receiver tandem, and it's probably in the top 3 in the NFL. So I do think I'm kind of excited to see, as far as the sum total of this wide receiver talent, are they going to uncork it? Are we going to see a lot of deep balls? Are we going to be a fun losing team? Are we going to be a team that loses 42-35 every week? Or are we going to be an inept team? I mean, there's some things that are certainly worth discussing. My outlook for this season just changed so radically over the last week that tonight's going to be a bit of an adjustment. We're going to see where we stand.
Where do we think we put the Cowboys if we're ranking teams, and I agree that duo is it's certainly top 5. Where's the offensive line as a group?
Oh, in the bottom 5.
That's kind of the
it's not, and this is not. They are lesser than their talent. They're not. Their sum total is lesser than their talent. I think they have a moderately talented line, but together until they function as a unit, I don't see a whole lot. I mean, they've got some high draft picks on this line. They've got some well-paid guys that should be as a unit better, and they might be. I mean, we don't know, but certainly as I look at them, they're a distant room from the wide receiver room. I mean, they're in the bottom quarter of the NFL. So those kind of questions are going against the Super Bowl champion as you roll
by the way,
in.
who have like probably the best offensive line in football,
Yeah,
or at least the top 3.
And then you combine that with the banner ceremony, and whether the team is seeing it or not is it's going to be a rabid environment for what is a very young, or at least a team that's playing with a bunch of moving parts that haven't played together. So this is just kind of a prescription for a beatdown.
Yeah, listen, I don't expect much out of the Cowboys today, but I didn't expect much out of the Cowboys in this game, no matter what happened personnel-wise. So it kind of goes back to, was Micah Parsons going to make the difference in beating the Eagles in this game or not? The answer was no.
Well, he certainly wasn't going to hurt.
No.
But at least on third downs, I'd know at least one dude would be headed toward a quarterback, so that's not even there.
So my bigger problem is if Micah Parsons, if the Cowboys somehow lose to the Giants, which is a game that I would have circled as a win before Micah Parsons left, if they lose that game, now I'm going to be like, okay, what's going on here?
Seriously.
This is bad.
Did you notice the Giants preseason 2 deep, 3 deep?
No.
They moved Dart from 3 to 2.
Okay.
So Jameis is where we thought he was going to be. The mentor.
He's a teacher.
And, but more importantly, it's so is if Russell rolls an ankle, guess who's coming in?
Yeah.
So I think the future is even brighter than expected for young Mr. Dart.
Yeah. And you know what? Spoiler alert. We'll go through all the games tomorrow. I don't know if they'll beat the Commanders.
I think the Commanders are going to get beaten up this year.
I think the Giants are going to hang with the Commanders on Sunday.
I think they might.
I think they're going to make a game of it.
And I say beaten up, I think they're still going to win some games, but I think they're going to get beaten up. I think they're a target now. They're not. They're not kind of on the side. They're the team that's going to be fun to knock off.
I'm going no playoffs for the Commanders.
We'll see. I'm not going to go that far, but I do think they're going to get. They're going to get everybody's A game. Where maybe last year everybody might be looking past them.
Yeah. Well, generally when teams have this huge jump from being a dreadful team to a really good team, I historically it's almost without fail they drop back.
Right. And even though they might not be worse, they're just not getting as better, and they're playing a tougher schedule, and all those things that play into having a great season. So I'm not totally out on it, but if you told me pick an upset next week, Giants Commanders, depending on what I see on Sunday, yeah. I mean, early on, I think it's possible, especially if they're able to run a football.
But as far as the game tonight, I'm with you. I'd like to see what that new running back, what the split looks like. The problem is, it's really easy to go on the radio and say we're going to be a more balanced football team and we're going to run the football. But when you're down, 40-3 like they were last year against the Eagles or whatever it was, you can't run the football.
No,
so it's
you can, but for no what reason?
There's no value,
Yeah.
and the Eagles are like, yeah, go ahead, run.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I mean, while the game is in a neutral script, I'm eager to see what the Cowboys split look like, what it looks like.
All those little things, the things that we got mad at McCarthy early on as a play caller, or as the play coming in on time, all those little kind of things. Keep in mind, this is Schotty's first time at all of this, and clock management was a problem for McCarthy when he first started. So all these things combined to, this is just going to be a rough outing, no matter how you shake it. New coach, new team on the road against Super Bowl champions who are primed and angry and ready to hang your carcass on their fence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're ready to show off how good they are.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a fun game for if you're a Cowboy fan, but at least it starts the season. You got to kick it off some way. I sure would have loved to see the Cowboys get to play like, I don't know. It'd be cool if the Giants were week 1, but it didn't work out that way.
Get it out of the way. Measure yourself. Find out.
There you go. Some other guys I'm interested to see. For those who don't know, the Eagles are 8.5-point favorites.
Oh, that's the biggest line in the NFL. You were saying yesterday. Right?
It is the biggest line in the league this week. And something that is of note for those who like to wager, like I do, normally, and even as recently as last year, I would say, 8.5-point spread, that is prime for a 6-point teaser, because I always talk about how important it is to get to the other sides of 3 and 7. And the problem is now books have figured out that teasers are profitable. And now they went, when teasers first came out, they were even money, and then they were minus 110. And then up to last year, they were minus 120. Now, like, the cheapest ones you can find are minus 125, and it's just not a profitable long-term investment anymore, unfortunately. So that's kind of out the window. So you kind of have to either just roll with it. You're playing either a big line or you're taking the dog. I think something interesting to watch is, does Dak move around at all? Dak's talked a lot this offseason about feeling the best he's ever felt. I think that's kind of a lie, but he keeps saying it to the point where it makes me wonder if he's will he run around a little?
The fact is, a month ago, when we last saw him in person, he ran with a noticeable limp. That was a month ago. Now, we haven't seen him do much since, and that limp might be permanent. Some guys just have a natural kind of hitch in their gait from previous surgery, even though the output is the same. We will certainly see. But of all the quarterbacks out there, he is now in that grouping of injury prone.
Yeah.
And until proven otherwise, I expect the worst.
We're going to talk Cowboys-Eagles a lot today. On the other side, I think there is an X factor. If you're a Cowboys fan, like I could tell you a lot of things about the defense that aren't very good. I can tell you a lot of things about the offense that aren't very good. But I do think there's a little bit of an X factor that we haven't discussed that might be a silver lining for Cowboy fan. We'll talk about that next. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like they've completely picked up that road work now. 35 southbound, FM 1518 over to Evans, now clear. Also clear I-10 westbound, that off-ramp to 1604. The connector ramps have reopened. Now, we do have an accident, Dominion Drive westbound. It's right at I-10, and it's on the frontage road. 151 eastbound, 1604 to Westover Hills. They've also picked up that road work. You guys see something we're not talking about? Call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out at 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and help you save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
At Frost, we go above and beyond with our services, like getting to know our customers by name, offering 24/7 real human phone support, and always keeping a supply of treats for our four-legged friends. You know, the little things. Like when a customer was out of town before a hurricane and their Frost banker drove all the way to Corpus Christi to tie their boat down. We couldn't make that up if we tried. Frost. Exactly what you unexpected.
Progressive's Teen Driver discount could lower the cost of insurance for your teenager and save you some money. And then you can still spend money on them. Because just when you think you have a grasp on spending, new sneakers. And then it's money for a school field trip. And of course, spending money. Oh yeah, and a new phone to replace the one they dropped in the toilet. Oh, don't remind me. So just get Progressive's Teen Driver discount. And then you can continue to spend money on them. Endlessly. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states and subject to terms and conditions.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Please keep in mind during your stay, el perro es no comida.
Oh, that's good. What did he say? Don't eat the dog? He said, don't eat the dog.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
So I always dreamed of having a man cave.
But the wife doesn't like it.
What if I called it a woman cave?
Okay, so let's not do that, but add some relaxing lighting and a comfy IKEA Hofburg ottoman, and now it's a cozy retreat.
Nice, a cozy retreat. Man cozy retreat.
Sir, okay. Find your big dreams, small dreams, and cozy retreat dreams in-store or online at IKEA.us. Dream the possibilities.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Look at Vic playing them keys. Yeah. Game day, everybody. Morning Huddle 94.1. Of course, you'll hear that game right here on our airwaves.
The boys, Blitz boys, be out at Pete's place up there in Old Helotes tonight.
Pete's place? That's
Pete's
your neck
place.
of the woods.
It is, man. That's a good bar. That's
You
a
gonna
good
go over there
bar.
and
Good
crush some
cold beer bar.
brewskis?
The boys from Yingling
Okay.
will be out there, and I imagine they'll be bringing their swag. So, yeah.
Well, it's hard to beat a free beer, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe only way would be 2 free beers.
That's the only way.
Maybe 3.
That's the only way. So, Pete's place
Yeah,
tonight.
man. A great bar if you haven't been out there. And by the way, they're cash only.
Oh.
Just to let you know.
Okay. Well,
Come,
there you
come
go.
appropriately.
Come prepared.
Cashed.
I promised you maybe a glimmer of hope for the Cowboys, and I was thinking about this yesterday. The Cowboys' offense, the offensive line is really a scary question mark to me. The Cowboys' defense, I think, has several questions, new and old. The Cowboys may be, if you said pick a team who's going to benefit the most from this new dynamic kickoff.
With Turpin?
With Turpin and having a kicker who can kick it 60 yards, like, you get a decent kickoff, you're almost in field goal range already.
Yeah, and that's certainly valuable. And the good news is
special teams is a real weapon for the Cowboys.
The bad news is the Cowboys just lost the best special teams coach in football.
Yeah.
I mean, Bones was the dude, and they did get some great kick returns. I'm not saying they can't come back with more, but without Fassel, that guy mattered. Certainly, yeah. But if, in my experience, if you're looking to your special teams as a way to keep you in it, you're in trouble. But I agree with you that they do have an electric couple of dudes that can return some kicks. I get the sense they're going to get a few of them.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
They're going to get a chance for a few opportunities.
But what I'm saying is, it seems like the Cowboys are going to be a hard team to keep off the board.
I think they're
going
to be. No, realistically, I do think there's offensive punch there. I do think that they're going to be able to score the football. I just don't think they're going to be able to stop anybody.
Yeah.
So, like I said, are they going to be a fun team to watch and lose 42-35, or are they going to just get waxed and not be able to score? And I do think for them to score, it's going to involve the receiving core as much as the talk of running to power the football, like you were saying. Yeah, they're probably going to get a lot of gravy yards in the fourth quarter, because the defense will be in a prevent, and you might be able to rush for 8 yards a carry, but you need 12, that kind of stuff. Or they're just going to uncork it and throw the football 40 times and, try to get a couple of those deep balls to hit because they got 2 dudes that can go get it, and neither one could be doubled. So, I think it's going to be a pass-heavy team, and I kind of feel that way when I'm looking at my DFS. I do think that the passing game for the Cowboys should be pretty damn good, I would like to think.
Yeah, I was looking at some DFS stuff, and Saquon higher, lower than 18.5 rushing attempts.
I feel like that's probably in 3 quarters. I think he's going to get the ball a lot.
I think so, too. And on that same note, especially if you think the Cowboys are going to be either chasing or tight in this game, then Dak Prescott pass attempts is another thing you could look at.
I think the pass attempts are going to be high. I do think that the Cowboys are going to be fully capable of scoring a lot of points.
Okay.
But that –
Well, they're up against it tonight. It's a pretty good team they're going up against.
Yeah, and so that's best case scenario on bad teams against bad football teams, but against good football teams, they'll run you out of the gym. You can't afford one mistake, and you suddenly lose by 3 touchdowns, even though you scored 28. You still got pants. They put 48 on the scoreboard. So that's the kind of the season I'm expecting to see. Because any of those tweener games that I was looking at this year, those 3 or 4 games that could go either way, I suddenly pegged the other direction now that there's no Micah. He's such a difference maker.
A lot of confidence on the Brigade Bar, but for the Cowboys fans, they feel they're feeling like they're in a good spot. A lot of predictions that the Cowboys will win this game. Now, it is week 1, and hope springs eternal. Around now.
Like I said, if they can keep up with the Joneses and score a bunch of points, they got a chance. But I just don't think that they're going to stop the Eagles enough times to win a football game. And given that, and a team that really practiced, or at least I saw none of the skill guys all playing together in a game, you figure there's going to be some cohesion problems initially anyway, and you miss one down, one score, you're suddenly down a touchdown, and you're playing catch-up for the rest of the game. So this is just a tough prescription. And like you were saying, man, I'd like to see them start out with the Giants just to feel like you got a fighting chance. But this one's going to be you get behind and suddenly it gets bad. It snowballs on you.
The last time that a team in this series won 4 straight games, you have to go back to 2002.
Yeah.
So it has been it's been quite a while since this happened, but that's what the Eagles are trying to accomplish.
That separated, and this is a great football game. But we talked last weekend about what an extraordinary opening weekend in college football. Just great game after great game, at least on paper. But this weekend, look at the matchups. Even tomorrow night, the Brazil game. We've got conference games. The NFC East, we're all going at each other. The NFC Central, and these are conference games out of the box.
Lions, Packers.
Yes,
it's a lot of good division games.
Good, solid, top-flight division games on week one. The NFL has really done us a service that we're going to get, basically, once you include college football, 5 straight days of solid games. Even though there might only be one tonight and one tomorrow, these are great football games regardless. It's been a credit to the NFL. They're not about building any kind of drama. We're starting out with a full-on sprint.
Well, that's the beauty of the NFL is there's going to be good games every single week. It's almost impossible for there not to be.
But it's kind of a ballsy move to have your game one a conference game. For everybody. What about Buffalo?
Buffalo and Baltimore.
Sunday
Night Football. Yeah,
a super at least an AFC Championship game to start the year off, and most every team has. It's like scheduling your rival week one.
There is a lot of that in the first week. There's a few exceptions that are just like, this feels like a real, like Texans-Rams feels like a really random football game. It does,
but when you get the other 4 conferences that are going at each other, that's the trash you end up with.
Yeah, Cardinals-Saints feels like,
the Cardinals are high-fiving when they saw that. God, we could be going against Seattle today or something where the game really matters.
But yeah, for the most part, they did a really good job with the scheduling. The only games that are intra-conference, like where an AFC team plays an NFC team, is that Texans, Rams, and Jags, Panthers. So that's the only games that are non-conference matchups.
And the Jags, Panthers, there's some symmetry there. They
came in the league at the same time, sure. So listen, it's the NFL every week is great, but this is going to be.
They did a good job for us.
Going to be a good one. We'll talk NFL all day. We got some UTSA tickets to give away today, and we got one more chance, boys and girls, to get you entered to win. One more person will register to win today on The Stat Is Right. We'll do that coming up in the show today. Got a lot to get to. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like they've completely picked up that road work now. 35 southbound, FM 1518 over to Evans, now clear. Also clear I-10 westbound, that off-ramp to 1604. The connector ramps have reopened. Now, we do have an accident. Dominion Drive westbound. It's right at I-10, and it's on the frontage road. 151 eastbound, 1604 to Westover Hills. They've also picked up that road work. You guys see something we're not talking about? Call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out at 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. ALAMO's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the penthouse to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARTY5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
Is your everyday congestion preventing you from enjoying life's big moments? Try Vicks Sinex Saline today and get yourself back in the action. Vicks Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion with a gentle ultrafine mist. Sinex Saline's drug-free, no-mess formula instantly moisturizes and soothes dry, irritated nasal passages for quick and effective relief. Get back to enjoying life's big moments to the fullest without having to worry about everyday congestion holding you back. Just Sinex, breathe, use as directed.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants, and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Now that Labor Day's over, it's time to switch out summer outfits for new fall looks and head into the season in style. Shop Macy's today for the latest fall trends from top brands like ruffled skirts and barrel leg bottoms 25% off. And men's suits for every occasion from Tommy Hilfiger, Michael Kors, and more 50 to 75% off. Plus, find signature scents from Yves Saint Laurent, Valentino, and so many others. So hurry in now and refresh your fall wardrobe at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we are on the road live at Pete's Place tomorrow. Thanks to our friends from Flight by Yingling.
Getting you ready for Cowboys Eagles. The season opener is tonight. We'll have everything you need to get ready for game one.
And when the Cowboys shock the Eagles, Minix is going to do something stupid. He promised.
Yeah, that's going to happen. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The autumn winds blow through San Antonio. The day has come. Rob's hair waves in the wind.
I'll tell you. Do we have any of Facinda's?
I think so.
There is no...
The balls on the back end of the cat sway.
It's Shakespeare, man. There are very few things in my life that signify something. And this sound signify.
Yeah.
I mean...
Or this one.
Oh.
I love it. Yeah.
And I feel so bad for the kids that didn't get this.
Right?
NFL Films. Gosh, this feels good. I want this to be my ringtone.
Add it to your playlist.
I am. I'm throwing this on there. What's the name of this?
It's just called Highlight Music.
Highlight Music.
This is Beethoven's third.
It should be. It's one of the greats, man. And then you combine Facinda's canon of a voice and the lyric quality of what he wrote. Just an extraordinary thing.
Yeah. You think he wrote those?
Oh, I guarantee you. I've seen. This is John, the patron saint to all voiceover dudes. I don't know who this is.
The roar of the crowd.
You know, he never said the frozen tundra of Landreau Field. He never said that.
Oh, really?
He said something akin to it, but he never said the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. No, he didn't do that. The words are all there, but it wasn't particularly.
A pirate.
Man, that voice, right?
Oh.
It just reminds me of the 70s.
Well, it reminds, and you can hear him. You hear him talk, but you can smell the Marlboro smoke.
Oh yeah.
A hooded sash,
dude. I got chills, man.
Mustache. How come no one says mustache anymore?
I don't know, but if you can't say it like that, don't say it. You know
mustache.
What I mean? Mustache. A mustachioed raider.
Yeah.
Mustachioed pirate. Yeah, like he says pirate.
He says
I like
pirate.
that.
But he'll say raider later on.
I know, but I like it when he says pirate.
Pirate. And then you see the background, and it's John Matuzak chasing down Dan Pastorini.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, you guys actually remember when those guys played football.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. All I know about
we
it.
watched them live.
All I know about that is the old grainy video.
Oh, it just grainy video. Is that grain or is that mud?
I watched all of this on a TV with rabbit ears.
Rabbit ears?
Yeah, no
absolutely.
Cable, no nothing.
Aluminum foil on top of the rabbit ears.
With vice grips as a channel changer.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we were, broke, not poor.
No. Clunk, clunk.
Oh, please. You went to private school, Vic.
Clunk.
You're a private school kid.
Oh, private school in the 80s was cheaper.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about you were broke.
No.
Your parents paid for you to go to school.
We call it private. It was more of a prison.
Yeah, a little bit.
We say private it is more of a prison. Reform, private, it's all really the same thing.
Oh, man. Yeah, I love it. I just saw on Twitter Clarence Hill. Eagles were 7.5-point favorites against the their Eagles are 8.5-point favorites against the Cowboys. That's a big line. What does Vegas know?
What do they know that he's saying? Like they don't know anything, or what do they know that we know?
He's saying what do we know that we don't? I said, well, they were 7.5-point favorites against the Cowboys in both games last year
and covered,
and they outscored them 75-13. So
this is one of those things, and I think. I'm not adjusting my attitude about the Cowboys because they're markedly worse without Micah. But even with him, it was going to be a tough slog. I know that this offense is capable of a bunch of points. And if the defense can round into any kind of form, if they can slow the rundown, and boy, they're going to be tested tonight. Kenny going to see the tush push early and often, I think. If they can find a decent defense, they don't even have to be great. I think that there's a possibility of 10 wins.
Okay.
That's high end. We have to be real. There's 7 losses that are going to happen, and a couple of these are going to be ugly.
I 10 wins feels like
it's a dream. That's if everything goes well.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can get to 10, but I don't know, man. I don't want to poo-poo the season before it starts. It's an exciting time.
I'm not.
I hope that we get a good game tonight.
And how you quantify good game, I don't know. And maybe they come out on fire and they light this team up and Philly's on their heels and, you can start the season on a good foot. But this is just such a tough environment of all the places to have to play with a brand new coach and a reassembled offense and a defense minus his best player and all this other kind of stuff. And by the way, you're opening up in Philadelphia and you get to stand next to them as they raise the banner.
Yeah.
So the fans should be pretty calm. It shouldn't be the home field shouldn't be that big of an advantage. It's just what a nightmare scenario. And pressure's a privilege. It'll never get any worse than this. You won't see anything this bad until hopefully you're in a playoff game. But my goodness, what a way to start, especially knowing that Shoddy didn't play a single starter in the preseason. We didn't see Dak at all.
We didn't see much of him.
So,
no.
We saw, I shouldn't say a single starter. We never saw them together.
Right. We didn't see the entire grouping.
So, it's just there's a lot of questions to ask and to be answered tonight.
Colby says he likes Dallas over 9.5 in the first half.
Now, I wouldn't mind that bet.
You think they're going to score 10 points in the first half?
I think this offense is fully capable. And of all the things that the Philly defense is lacking, and they're not lacking much, look at the changeover at the Philly cornerbacks and defensive backs. They lost 2 studs. So they got some dudes in that have played before, but not with the Eagles. So, I do think there's potential to score a fair amount of points. I just don't know how the Cowboys stop the Eagles.
Yeah, no, I do. There are some chances for the Cowboys to have some success on the back end because there is some weak spots there.
If you're a DFS player, Prize Picks, go get on Dak. I think there's a lot of money to be made tonight. I think they're going to throw the ball a fair amount and look at the dudes he's throwing to. So it should be okay. It'll be again. Are they going to be a fun losing team or are they going to be an inept losing team?
Yeah, Adoree Jackson and Sidney Brown going to start at corner and safety tonight.
They lost the law firm and Slay. Yeah,
yep. Yeah. So it's going to – but Eagles are still a pretty good defensive team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the weakest part of their team is that, they're damn good.
Yeah, make no mistake. They still have some good things going for them. So, a lot of questions to be answered tonight. I'll say that. I am certainly as excited as anybody to see what it looks like when they put these guys out on the field tonight.
Do you think we should have? Do you think you'll see anybody out and about in a Parsons jersey tonight?
Yeah.
You think anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Should we treat it like a punch buggy? Like if you see anybody in a Parsons jersey, you get to punch the guy beside you.
Like you talking about here in San Antonio?
Like it's just like you're out at a bar tonight. You're gonna go to Pete's. You think anybody's going to show up in a Parsons jersey?
A lot of guys, that's their only jersey they got.
I know, but would you wear that today? Like maybe a year from now, you can kind of get over it. But like, would you put on your Parsons jersey today?
Nope.
I mean,
I don't know if I would.
I don't think I would, but
so last year,
somebody will.
2 boys, both of them got Cowboy jerseys. One wanted his own. Clay, my youngest, wanted his own. Thompson on the last, 00's the number.
Okay.
My older Jack, he's a collector. He's got a bunch of jerseys. He wanted the Parsons jersey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He chose poorly.
He chose poorly. So, I wonder if he's going to put it on. I think we should treat it like punch buggy.
I don't think Jack will wear that thing out tonight.
If you see him jersey, you just
if you see him at Pete's place, you should knock him down.
No, not him. You just punch the guy you're with.
No, I knock him down.
I mean, the guy's already dealing with enough pain. He's out $150.
You knock him down.
Hey, by the way, just come punch me in the face too.
Oh man. All right. Let's hit a break. We'll wrap up the first hour of the show. Remember, I've got some UTSA Texas State tickets I'm going to give away in the next hour. And then in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to give away one more chance to get in on the Stat is Right. Come on down. And somebody's going to register to win a pair of Cowboys tickets for the Cowboys-Giants game next weekend. All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Golf Classic is back, baby. Get the crew together. Guys, gals, the whole gang. And join us Monday, September 29th at Olympia Hills Golf Club for a laid-back day full of swings, laughs, and a little friendly trash talk. It's just $120 per player or $400 for a foursome. A steal for a day on a beautiful course with your buddies. Proceeds benefit the Community Foundation of the Hill Country. But don't worry. Conquered the course. We'll keep the party rolling at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, where the drinks are cold, the food is hot, and the stories are even better. Get ready to tee off on the best Monday you'll have all year. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Hi. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
We're talking about the jerseys. You guys are jersey guys, so you guys have a collection.
Yeah.
I would get an Eric Williams jersey if I had a vintage Cowboys jersey.
Yeah, I'd want a Staubach or
Mark 2-A.
Yeah,
Too soon?
No. Too soon. This is as a non-Cowboy fan, this is I don't know if like Michael Irvin is up there, but I think my favorite all-time Cowboy, my favorite player who's played for the Cowboys is T.O. I loved T.O., and I think T.O.
He's still in good shape.
I think after Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, T.O. is the best wide receiver who's ever played football. So
yeah,
so you can make an argument that
I just don't like him. As a person, he is I've been around him enough, let me tell you, man. So midway through his career,
most of the great ones aren't real nice guys. I hate to tell you this.
I know, but he in particular, I'll never forget. I knew him for 10 years as Terrell Owens. And then one day, mid-interview, goes, no, it's Terrell. Like, dude, I've known you for 10 years. You have never said anything. No, it's Terrell. Call me Terrell. So I accidentally called him Terrell in the interview, and he got mad at me. You can't just change your name.
Well, I mean, he was letting you by for a long time.
Not just me, the whole world. I mean, it's not like – so that just, to me, kind of summed him up. Like, dude, you're just being persnickety to be. And I'm using that term, because I'm a church-going Baptist.
That's right.
But he was being a real persnickety dude.
I get it. Listen, man, he ain't a friendly fella.
He's
but
my quarterback. Athletically, he is one of the greatest I ever saw. As far as Cowboy wide receiver, he is he ain't even on the first page in my mind.
And
I'm not leveling greatness.
In
Obviously,
his time as a Cowboy, yeah. But he is the greatest wide receiver who's ever played football for the Cowboys.
Oh, no. I mean, we got a Hall of Famer. I mean, no, Michael Irvin is far better.
You think Michael Irvin is a better receiver than T.O.?
Absolutely he was.
Like in his history, in his
Absolutely,
career,
without hesitation. Now he didn't have the physical gifts, but he was a better receiver.
It's quite frankly an absurd.
No,
take.
it's not. You have to quantify what he was and what he did for a team in an era where you didn't throw the ball like they do now. But player, I would take Michael Irvin 100 times over Terrell Owens. 100 times.
That is
I'm not alone.
That's wild.
No, I'm not alone in that. Terrell Owens was a cracked up, gifted athlete, but he was nuts. I wouldn't have him on my team.
His job is to score touchdowns.
And every team he was on, he destroyed.
Scored touchdowns.
Every team he was on, he destroyed. I mean, nobody
listen, I'm not saying he's a great.
Why would you want that on your team?
Was Michael Irvin a great teammate?
Yes, he was the best teammate anybody ever had. Ask anybody. Yes, that was his best skill.
Yeah, he was such a good teammate that his teammates had to show up at his court appearances. Like, it's not like this was some kind of like.
When it came to game day, he was always there.
So was T.O.?
No, he wasn't.
On game day, T.O. was there.
He got run off. I mean, no.
So did Michael Irvin.
Not like that. I'm talking bounce from team to no. There's no comparison. Gifted athlete. If you're talking 40 time, yeah, Terrell Owens. If you're talking what you see in the measurables, maybe. But when you're talking about game day,
I'm talking about who caught footballs, who caught touchdowns.
Michael Irvin, 100 times over Terrell Owens. 100
Wow.
times. Not even close.
That's a wild take.
Not even close.
That is a wild take.
I'm being real there. I wouldn't have T.O. on my team.
This is an insane talk.
No, I'm talking Hall of Famer to a dude that's that's doing the lunch circuit. I'm talking Hall of Famer to that.
He almost killed the teammate,
scoreboard.
Rob.
Yeah, yeah. And guess who they let go?
Stabbed
Not
his
Michael.
teammate with scissors in the neck.
And guess who got sent packing? The guy who took it.
We'll be back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them. So we're helping you with deals on top brands like Scott's, Pit Boss, Cobalt, and Trex Decking. So get to Lowe's, get it done, and earn your Sunday. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
These $400,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith, they have a Starlight option.
With little shooting stars.
With like 10,000 little lights in it. I mean, DJ Pre-K, are you familiar with Starlight on Rolls's?
Yeah, man, that's the stars in the ceiling. That's the real deal.
See?
Why is that a real deal?
Look at him light up.
I mean, man, that's the bling blow.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water, but you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax tax relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-924-7415. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Keeping your engines healthy means protecting them in season and out. Experts trust Stable to do that. And third-party testing confirms it. Stable is the industry leader in preventing fuel-related issues, no matter if you use it in your car, boat, or outdoor power equipment. In season or out, at every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute definitely starting to fill in. 35 southbound Schwab Road on down to Pad Booker Road. That's filling in and slowing down. Also sluggish 35 on the south side, northbound Malone up to Highway 90. On 90 eastbound 211 over to 410. That's rolling slowly. We've got this ongoing road work downtown that is causing delays. 35 upper level northbound Laredo to Alamo. Only the 2 left lanes are open. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys kick off the NFL season tonight as the Philadelphia Eagles play host to the Cowboys. Pregame starts at 6, a game you can catch live right here on San Antonio Sports Star. In NBA news, according to Shams Charania, it is reported the NBA All-Star format is likely to change and feature a round-robin tournament consisting of 3 8-player groups, 2 USA teams and 1 world team. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Rob had the craziest take of all time in the last hour. If you missed it, check out the YouTube page or the podcast.
Crazy, I think.
The wildest take in the history of time. That Michael Irvin is a greater all-time wide receiver than T.O.
I stand by that.
It's a wild, a fantastical take.
Fantastic.
Think about this. Michael Irvin, in the year that he scored the most touchdowns in a season, he scored 10 touchdowns. T.O. scored 9 touchdowns in his last year playing for the Cincinnati Bengals in 11 games.
Well, keep in mind, he was playing with the greatest running back of all time behind him. He caught what was required.
Okay. All
3
right.
Super Bowls. I mean, there's no hesitation. I mean, it just was an era where they didn't throw the ball.
Well, then, if that's the case, then like Lynn Swann is what the greatest wide
receiver. He's in the top 10.
That's absurd.
He was a great wide receiver. They just didn't throw the ball then. I mean, there's only so many opportunities, and you can't discount the entire decade because.
No, but you can say that Lynn Swann, if Lynn Swann played in today's game,
he would probably be pretty extraordinary, but he never got the opportunity.
Come on.
I mean, it's true. I mean, he was that good. He only got to catch like 2 or 3 balls a game because they were handed off to Franco Harris and Rocky Blyer.
All right. We'll agree to disagree.
Well, I mean,
we'll agree to disagree.
There's no way to ever come to a conclusion. They're both Hall of Famers, so you can't go who ended better.
Well, I mean, statistically there's no comparison.
Yeah, but there's also wins and losses and continuity and all the other things that go into greatness.
T.O. won a lot of freaking football games.
He did.
He won in San Francisco. He won a lot. In Philly, he won a lot.
And so did Michael. A lot.
Oh, no doubt.
Football games.
But that was in a no salary cap era.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of reasons why. I mean, you were hamstrung by your team. You couldn't leave even if you wanted to, and the offense was not structured to do the kind of things that would have highlighted what he was good at.
And again, I'm not saying that T.O. as a Cowboy was better than Michael Irvin as a Cowboy. That's not even debatable. Like, T.O. was a Cowboy for a year and a half. Or 2 years, 3 years, I guess. But he was not a I'm talking about, like, their full body of work. I think T.O. is on the Mount Rushmore of receivers all time.
And I'm not saying he shouldn't be, but I think Michael is up there, too.
Well, let me tell you what, Rob. You know how to sweet talk your boy Michael. I love it. That Rob Thompson, he know what to say and get me fired up, baby.
Good old boy. You're a good old boy.
I do. I love Michael Irvin too. I just can't. I can't put him on the. I can't put him on the Mount Rushmore. That's all.
I never saw him drop a ball.
Okay. Well, in that documentary, Dion rips one out of his hands.
I said drop.
Oh, okay.
I never saw him drop a ball. I mean, if the ball was there, he
didn't drop much. He listen, man, I'm not trying to diminish him.
It's the LeBron Michael argument. There's no answer. It's just who you appreciate more. And I just love Michael Irvin. Always have.
No, I get it, man. I get it. He is fantastic. But boy, at T.O., when he was at his best,
he was a thoroughbred, a stallion, just bigger, faster, stronger than anybody out there. Yeah, he was something to see.
I don't know how. I don't
do push-ups.
I'll
you love this quarterback.
I love him.
That's my quarterback.
Like, are you in love with him or what's going on?
Yeah, listen, man. Casey, he dropped an 8-ball.
No, he never dropped an 8-ball either. That was the problem. He dropped a few teenage hookers along the way, but never an 8-ball.
That rock, if that was my rock, I would have held it in my hand.
That never slipped through his hands, not once.
That rock belonged to Tiffany.
Gee, that wasn't mine.
Hey, these girls come over. I don't know what they're bringing.
I don't know how old they are. The lights were on.
Let me tell you, you get crack rock that big.
So, never saw him drop anything. Except trying to get the charges dropped.
Oh, man. I love both those guys. I'm not trying to besmirch Michael Irvin.
I didn't think you were.
He is of like the guys that like I said, of guys I think of as Dallas Cowboys, Michael Irvin's my favorite.
He is the Dallas Cowboy.
But of all time, I have a hard time. But that is I do love that. I see Michael Irvin in that documentary. Just reminded me of the things I loved about Michael Irvin. Dude wearing a mink coat in July. Like,
I know. Gold glasses.
Like, it was not 98 degrees, but I had to break out the mink. I had to break out the mink.
I loved him.
Remember, it was a couple years ago. If we're going to tell Michael Irvin stories, the one the most recently when he was at the Super Bowl in Phoenix, and that video of him and the hotel hostess, and she accused him, and he kind of had to leave town in shame because they were pulling him off the air.
Yeah.
And then we were out at a party, and he showed up like with his posse, like, I am here. I did nothing wrong. And, and everybody was, Michael came back to the Super Bowl. Oh, my goodness. And it turned out to be completely false.
And he loved Tony Romo because he spent a bunch of time with Jeff Garcia and Donovan McNabb, and he hated Donovan, I think. So he was like finally glad to have. I mean, he had Steve Young at the beginning of his career, so it's not like he was Calvin Johnson getting by with John Kitna and guys like that. So he had some great quarterbacks, but when he got Tony Romo, what he loved about Tony Romo is Tony Romo gave him the freaking football.
Because there was nobody else to throw to. I mean,
Yeah.
he was a uniquely gifted wide receiver for his time. He was just so much trouble. And, and the thing is, when he was on teams that were solid, when he was with the 49er, I mean, they wouldn't let him get out of bounds. He could just play football, and the other stuff didn't affect the team. They were too big for that. But when he got on small teams where his personality was too big, he just corrupted him. He was too big of a star, too big of a player, too big of a personality, just too big,
I love that in the last segment we were able to argue of who was a better teammate, and Michael Irvin literally stabbed his teammate in the neck with a pair of scissors.
And they cut the guy that got
almost
stabbed.
killed him.
And they cut him.
Almost killed that man. He's like, oh, he's a way better teammate.
He was a way better teammate. Sometimes that guy might have been the bad teammate. He was eliminating the chaff.
He's a rookie. He's like, hey, man,
you don't get
first. Bang!
Yeah. Yes. And the guy that got stabbed got cut. So tell me who's the good teammate? He did the team a favor.
God, that is so great. That is so 90s also. That is like early 90s football. No one cared what you were doing as long as you were catching footballs, baby.
Especially in Dallas. I mean, there was no place safer in the world, probably still isn't, to be a professional athlete than Dallas.
Let's talk to Claymore. Good morning, Claymore.
Claymore got on the phone.
I know.
Yeah, hey, so listen, this is coming from a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. Michael Irvin happens to be my old-time Dallas Cowboy favorite player.
Mine too. Well,
right. But if I'm just being purely objective, Rob, I think for what the Dallas Cowboys did as a team, right, Michael Irvin was known as the heart and soul of those teams. But if you're just judging on pure talent, keep in mind some of those stats that Terrell Owens has, right? So he's like third in all-time leader for touchdowns, third in all-time for catches. So he did this.
Oh, I'm not disputing it.
Right, yeah, hold on. Yeah, playing as a second wide receiver next to Jerry Rice. And then after Steve Young retired, he played with the likes of Jeff Garcia, Jim Druckenmiller, and now the quarterback that most of us have forgotten.
No, you're right. But for me personally, I think that as far as wide receivers and dudes, I would take him just because I feel like, well, I'm a Cowboy fan first and foremost. But secondly, he meant so much to the team. He could move a defense to play better as an offensive guy.
The last point I want to make, Rob, is this. How many times did you ever hear of Terrell Owens getting suspended for anything legal related? Yeah, most of his issues, right, were just the things that he said. He got in trouble because of his mouth or his behavior.
Oh, yeah, no. And also, got to keep in mind, his tenure with the Cowboys, he was playing with a coach who wouldn't even give him his name, wouldn't even say his name. He didn't want him so badly. So my taste of him was, the team was awful. The coach hated him, and he was rightfully angry the entire time he was with the Cowboys. So my memory of him personally was awful. He was always in a bad mood and never in a situation that was going to be competitive for him because his coach didn't even want him.
Well, imagine if T.O. would have been coked up, how good he could have been, how fast he would have been.
I mean, you need to play in the 70s. We would have known. I mean,
Michael Irvin was on performance enhancers as far as I'm concerned.
For us old school dudes, remember Thomas Henderson doing coke on the sidelines?
Oh,
we have the video of him doing a rail on the bench. That's 70s Cowboys time.
Oh, that is. Oh. Thank you for the call, Claymore.
Yeah, Claymore, good to hear from you, brother.
Yeah, good to hear from you. You don't have to put on that fake accent for us, Claymore.
That
it's
sounded
all good, man. It's listen, we know. All right, you're exotic. All right, yeah, we get it, buddy. You're exotic. You don't have to put on a fake accent.
Need some Manish Waterman.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah. Yeah, all right, we know.
All right. Fancy.
It's very fancy. Hey, who wants to go see UTSA and Texas State?
They're trying to get to like 57,000. I'm trying to break
They're trying to break a record.
Yeah, be
and
part
they
of
should.
That.
They should. UTSA put up a good showing against Aggie.
And the Pac-12,
show some fight.
The fighting Pac-12ers.
Even if you're a Texas State fan, you ought to be here waving around your Pac-12 flags, pretending like you're USC. Like,
have you seen the pregame last week at Texas State? The college president came rolling out on a motorcycle with his wife in tow.
No.
Yeah, man. Texas State's all in. Yeah, you can't
Texas
roar it
State,
out.
this is a wild thing that they're doing, quite frankly. I mean, you know what? Good for them. I'm glad that their fan base is into this. It is, and I'm not a guy like. Listen, I am sort of a snob when it comes to football. I like big time football. So I don't always talk up the smaller programs as much as I should. And I know here, I mean, UTSA is the biggest show in town, and Texas State's the next, they're right down the road. So I'm talking about them more than when I was in Houston. I never talked about teams like this. And my dad played football at Southwest Texas State. So I'm not trying to besmirch what they are as a football program. You know what? I hope they do well. But this is wild behavior, pretending like you're like,
oh yeah,
like you're going to be playing USC and Oregon next year.
You're not going to the Coliseum.
This is, I mean, I don't know if anyone's told them that the Pac-12 doesn't really exist right now.
It doesn't matter.
They don't care.
No, they don't. They're not looking back. It's a pretty light pink little patch that they've got on everything in the student union building.
They are all in with it.
We're Pac-12, baby, the Conference of Champions. You know who I'm like? If you're at like in a stat kind of thing, you could be on the same list as like Marcus Allen,
O.J. Simpson.
OJ. I'm like in the Pac-12 rushing history. Marcus Allen's only 2,000 yards ahead of me.
Oh, Reggie Bush.
Oh, you're right on those stat sheets from here on out. So
that's right.
You can live in the past.
Oh man, this is the best passing season for a Pac-12 quarterback since Andrew Luck.
It's Andrew Luck.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it is almost again, man. I'm not trying to besmirch Texas State football.
Can you imagine getting to say that? Like you return a punt, and you're like, I just broke Charles White's or Marcus Allen's punt return. So now I'm the all-time Pac-12 punt kickoff returner.
Right.
From Texas State.
Yes. Yeah.
So give us our due.
That's right. That's right. This is the best scoring game since Bill Walton
since Troy Aikman won the Heisman. I'm the best quarterback since Troy.
Oh. It's again. I'm not trying to poo-poo what's happening here, but it's great for them. But you're not breaking Lou Alcindor's basketball records. I promise.
You get to be in the same book, though.
That's funny. Hey, what caller is calling in?
Oh, let's go. Caller number 3. You get the UTSA Texas State tickets. Yeah, Texas State fan got off to a bad start with me when they beat A&M in baseball, and I didn't really talk about it because, first of all, I don't really talk about college baseball.
Right.
But
at least not in January.
Yeah, but secondly, like they acted like they won the World Series. They won a regular season college baseball game against Texas A&M, who, by the way, ended up being like really bad at baseball. Awful. So that's why we don't throw parades.
I've always found this rivalry so interesting because for so long, for at least a couple of years, there were so many Texas State fans that had just kind of given up on their program. Just like they were getting beat by 70 by Georgia Southern, and they adopted UTSA as they became more and more. And now, as Texas State's improving and G.J. Kinney's been there, and they're winning football games. Some of those guys with 2 different T-shirts in the drawer are pulling out that Texas State T-shirt and putting that UTSA one away because they can actually now claim their school as a viable kind of football school.
Buddy.
So there's this transient nature of I was a fan of yours for a couple years, but now I'm back to where I was. I find so interesting for the game coming up this weekend because there's a lot of families that are both and neither at the same time, but are cheering for another team that you wouldn't have expected.
Ram says, I call it the state conference. Every team ends with state in that conference. I think they actually do, except for Gonzaga, who's basketball only, but the rest of them are all something state. Fresno, Boise, Colorado, San Diego, Utah State, and Texas. Maybe I'm forgetting one, but I think that's it. Gonzaga, the only non-state, and for football, it is the state conference.
It is. Which is normally one step above directional. You know what I mean? You get to be the school or or tech,
yeah,
and then or A&M, whatever, and then there's state, and then there's directional, southeast, northwest.
Yeah.
And then there's the double directional, the northeast, southwest.
That's bad news.
If you're double directional, you're probably in Louisiana.
Or if you're called of something.
You're new to the party.
Or if there's a dash in your name, like if you're UC Irvine, that's
you're part of you're a little cog in a big system.
Yeah.
All those New York schools.
Yep. But listen, I'm not besmirching Texas State. I'm happy for what they're doing, but let's slow down on this. This is not
Texas State's won a national title before A&M has.
Did they really?
Yeah. Texas State won a title back in the late 70s.
Yeah, but you're talking about like
A&M had won one since 39
or whatever.
Well, it doesn't matter. They got a trophy. So I'm
okay.
Mike back the Wacker years, Jim Wacker, those were glorious football years for Texas State. They were good. They were in the in South Dakota of their era.
Yeah.
You didn't want to come to San Marcos.
That's right. All right, let's hit a break. I hope. And by the way, I just want to reiterate: fill up that stadium. Let's set a record.
Baby.
UTSA fan or Texas State fan. Let's get it howling, baby. Let's make football great again. When I was young, football the greatest. Nope, believe me. Whatever you think of now, it was greater. Let's make it great again. We can do that. We can do that here in San Antonio. All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's game day, baby. And how you celebrating? Well, I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be popping some Carbox at the house. In fact, I got some Carbocktoberfest cooled down, ready to roll for the football game tonight. That's what I'm going to be popping. Find Carbocktoberfest on shelves right now. It's a seasonal, so you ain't going to be able to get it. Ain't here for a long time. It's here for a good time. How about that? Pumpkin and lager the same way. If you're into that, that's available right now on shelves. And if you're like, well, I'm going out to watch the game. Okay, good news. Carbox got you covered there too. Love Street, that's their best seller. You're going to find that all over town, baby. That is going to be on tap in almost every bar or restaurant you go to. If that's not your style, no big deal. Hopadillo is their flagship IPA. You're going to be able to find that around town. Crawford Bock, Ziegenbach on a bunch of taps. And if it's not, it's going to be in cans there as well. There's something for everybody in their lineup, and it is all over town, whether it's the liquor stores, the grocery stores, or your favorite watering hole. When you're watching football this weekend, do it with a Carbock.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Let me ask you a question. Is your roof ready for anything? Well, Stevens Roofing, a locally owned company, has been serving our community for decades. Whether it's a commercial project or residential, or repairing your old roof, or maybe installing a new one, they've got you covered. And now Stevens offers solar. Stevens Solar Solutions can save you money and energy. Stevens Roofing, quality craftsmanship, solar solutions, and local expertise under one roof. Call 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
GNC knows that you're not always feeling it at the gym, but don't get down, get lit, and get more out of every workout. Beyond Raw Lit is a clinically dosed pre-workout that flips the switch and gives you more energy, focus, intensity, and pumps. The perfect combo for a killer workout. Plus, it's got incredible flavors and thousands of 5-star reviews, so you know it's good. Pick it up at GNC stores or go to gnc.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Now that Labor Day's over, it's time to switch out summer outfits for new fall looks and head into the season in style. Shop Macy's today for the latest fall trends from top brands like ruffled skirts and barrel leg bottoms, 25% off. And men's suits for every occasion from Tommy Hilfiger, Michael Kors, and more, 50 to 75% off. Plus, find signature scents from Yves Saint Laurent, Valentino, and so many others. So hurry in now and refresh your fall wardrobe at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
It's time to make history and break the all-time UTSA football home attendance record of 56,743 fans. UTSA plays host to Texas State this Saturday in the home opener. Kickoff 2:30 p.m. It's an orange out and the battle for I-35. Log on to goutsa.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. UTSA against Texas State. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
School's out, summer's in, and that vacation countdown is officially on. But what about your four-legged MVP? Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit in Selma has your furry family member covered. Daycare, boarding, grooming, and training, they've got it all. They're built for your pet's health, happiness, and tail-wagging good times. If you're in the military, your teacher, or your first responder, they've got barking good exclusive discounts. So go ahead, book that trip, hit the beach, crush your summer plans. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit has your pet in good hands. Because home away from home isn't just for humans. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits in Selma.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
That defense looks loaded to me.
You know, I don't have wet dreams when it comes to men, but when I think of this defense, I have, I wake my wife up in the middle of the night and we practice making babies because I'm that excited about this defense.
You going to be okay, ND? Do you need a minute?
Needs a cigarette, I think.
You might need something.
Started reaching for the baby oil, but then I was like, Puff Daddy bought it all, so I can't really get baby oil. That's what this Texas defense does.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
There's more bounce to the ounce on this show than...
You a fan of Roger Troutman?
I think any show on this station, we've got more bounce to the ounce.
Time for the jam skate.
Yeah.
You see my ounces bouncing? You see that, Vic?
Oh, yeah.
Hey. To the ounce. Yeah. Yeah, more bounce. To the ounce. Oh!
Zap.
I think we have to talk about this Kawhi thing. That is one of the most fascinating stories out of the NBA. And I know it's NFL Eve and NFL Day. What am I talking about? Eve.
Yeah.
Normally, I don't make time for the NBA on days like this. But this is such a wild story that I think we have to address it because I think this is going to have serious ramifications. And I don't know yet what they'll be because this is – I can't say this is unprecedented because this happens in college sports. This happened for years and years. But I don't know that I recall a situation like this in pro sports where, if you don't know the story, basically Kawhi had a job working for a
tree planting company or something.
Yeah, like some absurd like landscaping company, and now he'd never had to actually work for the company.
So listen to, the backstory is when he arrived with the Clippers gave him the max that they could, but Kawhi felt like it's not enough. So Steve Ballmer, the owner of the team, set up a shell company that he funded exclusively. Now he's saying that he partnered with someone, and that this company then signed Kawhi for a promotional deal. But what Pablo Torre, the investigative journalist, is he still with ESPN? Wherever I want to make sure that we give him his due. But what
I think he's not with ESPN anymore. He's like he does a podcast now or whatever.
Well, he found in this bankruptcy filing that Kawhi Leonard had been signed, but had never been given any specific responsibilities, and had not been paid the full amount that he was due. And when this company filed bankruptcy, he was listed as a debtor, that they owed him $7 million for this no-show job, which I'm sure he wasn't going to go ask for, because then you have to admit the fact that you were working for a no-show job.
Yeah.
Now, the last time anything remotely like this happened was back in 2000 with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the same thing was going on. Joe Smith was a free agent. They didn't have enough money to pay him market value. So what Glenn Taylor and Kevin McHale did at that time was sign Joe Smith to a series of one-year deals that they were able to do, with the promise of, and then they had this fourth contract that was written in such a way that if Joe Smith promised to sign these first three deals that were inside of the salary cap, that fourth contract that was already written and signed could be executed, because he would have done his quid pro quo, his this for that, to create the contract, which would have been to sign these previous three contracts. And then at that point, the $200 million contract would kick in. Well, that's completely illegal. So they put this contract in a drawer. Joe Smith's agents got a divorce. And in the divorce, not a divorce, but a business separation, and in this agency that was going bankrupt, one guy sued the other, knowing full well that there was this $200 million contract sitting in a drawer that there was going to be 3% of coming to this agency in a couple years. So he was suing for that money, and it came out. When it came out, the Timberwolves, they didn't take Glenn Taylor's franchise, but they did take 5 first-round draft picks from him.
Yeah.
And Joe Smith couldn't be, and McHale had to be run out of town. So everything was a mess. Now, what's going to happen to Ballmer in this situation?
5 first-round draft picks.
He gave up. They gave up 5 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, and this was not nearly as...
This is just blatant, just craziness. $28 million.
Well, and also, I mean, this is already remember when the Clippers signed Kawhi, like they had gotten in trouble for tampering,
yes,
like with Doc Rivers. Now, Steve Ballmer, for his side, is saying,
I just partnered with the company.
I invested in this company. They sponsored Kawhi.
And that's all I know.
And that's all I know. And
that might be enough.
It might be. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I imagine that first of all, Steve Ballmer,
he's a good owner.
This is a good businessman.
Yeah.
This is a dude who knows what he's doing. I imagine if he thought this up, he covered his ass.
I would like to think he had a good enough lawyer to cover his ass. But this is already out there, and so there's already a hole in the balloon. But if he is in fact guilty, then you start questioning how many others of these free agent deals did it happen? Has it happened in football? Because that's a pretty hard cap as well. I mean, what's going on in the rest of the world? Was Kawhi and his uncle the first one to think of such things? And has this been done elsewhere, which I think is the next question. And I get the sense they're probably not the first to do this. And then you add in the Ballmer, if he's not the wealthiest NBA owner, he's in the top 3. And, you know, the biggest fear amongst the owners was we have to be protected from ourselves. Yeah. That's why all these rules are in place and salary cap and all that, or we'll spend ourselves into oblivion trying to win. We're not that good at this. And when you see a wealthy owner start buying out little markets that no way can afford this kind of thing with side deal private stuff, you wonder what the kickback's going to be. It's going to be pretty significant. I can't imagine Peter Holt sitting going, wait a minute. You know, there's no competitive advantage. I can't afford. Well, he can, I guess. to go sign these dudes to side deals. If there were either we have a salary cap or we don't. So I get the sense that Silver's got some. I don't think they want to run Ballmer out of the league. I think he's shown to be a good owner. He just built a brand new stadium. But I do think there's going to be some payments. There's going to be a fine and some detrimental actions toward the Clippers.
Steve Ballmer is not only the wealthiest owner in the NBA, he is his net worth is 4x the next wealthiest owner.
You can't have this guy come in and buy the title. I mean, I think there's going to be some kickback on this.
But you're also not going to kick this dude out of the league.
No, that's why it's this fine balance. I don't want to lose this cat because he's been a good owner. He's been good for the league. He's built this new stadium. He's been a good soldier in keeping the team in L.A. when, quite frankly, I think a lot of teams would have left.
Well, and he also picked up from an owner that was like a real PR disaster.
He came in at the right time and did all the right stuff. I don't think they want to get rid of him, but damn. I mean, this is just outright flat out mid-'80s college football cheating. I mean, you have created a real competitive imbalance unless, of course, all the owners are sitting on their hands going, oh, crap, they figured this one out.
Yeah.
There's a loophole that now we've all been following that nobody knew about. Now everybody's going to be looking. And I get the sense they're probably not – the Clippers aren't the first team to do something like this, or at least try it.
No. Well, but they're the first to be busted, it seems.
This is one of those slow burn kind of things. You feel like it's one of the – it's not Ohtani-esque, but it feels like something that the NBA would just like to take care of and let it go away. Like, let's kind of fix this and let's not talk about it anymore.
Are we sure Kawhi wasn't actually out planting trees?
I'm pretty comfortable
because if he was, then I think, like, this is all – it's a moot point, right?
I'm pretty comfortable he wasn't, but maybe.
Imagine him out there with a shovel.
He's using his hand.
I think we're going to see a big fine. I think there's going to be draft picks taken away, and there's going to be a very firm slap on the hand saying, "Hey, man, dude, we get it. You've got the most money, and you can't be doing
and
this."
And if it would have been, let's say, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but let's say it was Ja Morant, and he showed up for work every day and he was playing before the problems. And it was Memphis. You go, you know what? I don't really have a problem with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Memphis, and they're trying to keep him around, and, I don't really have but it's L.A., and it's Kawhi who wasn't showing up for work anyway. He didn't show up for his real job. And then he got another no-show job.
Yeah.
It just, if it was any other player, I think we'd go, well, I kind of get it. They're trying to keep a player in town, and I'd say, if he can pull a side deal, who am I to say? But because it's Kawhi and because it's who it is and how he got there, and it turns out that he even asked the Toronto, this is allegedly, I guess, the Raptors, when he got there, look, you can't afford to pay me all I want, so I'll sign this max deal, but you're going to have to go find me about $18 million worth of endorsements.
Right.
I get the sense that might be pretty common.
Yeah. I mean, maybe so. But I will say this, man. It's hard. If I'm a small market owner,
I'm furious.
Yeah, and Peter J. Holt, and this I don't know how outdated this is. It lists his net worth here at $200 million.
Well, he's sharing it with his sister.
Give me a break.
But no, he's not. He's in the low end of NBA owners.
But
he just is.
Steve Ballmer's net worth, $126 billion.
So he's that's 1,020, 10,000 times richer.
So it's like, what can you do? Like, you got if I'm a small market owner, I'm like, dude, how do we keep up with this? Like, the salary cap is supposed to make it where I've got a fair shot here.
And we do this or not.
If the salary cap doesn't exist, and again, Steve Ballmer, a really good businessman. There's a reason why he's worth $126 billion. He's circumventing things like max contracts and shelves and,
the reason the league has these bylaws to protect themselves from themselves, because they know we're all billionaires. We're used to money whipping and buying and doing. We can't do this in the NBA or any professional league, or we turn into international soccer. And then that's a whole other ball of wax. And there's nothing wrong with that flavor.
Baseball.
Or Major League Baseball. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's just not who we are and how we formed this league.
I predict this weekend we see Kawhi in like a neon vest with a shovel.
A picture.
Walking around like
great. Oh, yeah, I did. See, this is me 2 weeks ago. And he's some kind of.
And he's gonna be holding the shovel by the sharp end, by the spade, and just the stick's gonna be pointed up, and he's gonna take a picture with it, like, "Hey, look at me! I know how to work a shovel."
It's gonna be silver.
No, it's gonna be some kind of deep fake. He's gonna look like Paul Bunyan out in the
This
woods.
thing's making my hands dirty.
Sure, that's Kawhi. That's AI. That's he's been superimposed. You have Kawhi standing next to the Sasquatch.
Kawhi's
all
like
those videos we're seeing now.
That's my main job. My part-time job is with the Clippers,
otherwise known as Johnny Appleseed.
I work about 50 days a week, 50 days a year for the Clippers, and I work the rest for the tree company.
Can you imagine you got found out by Pablo Torre?
Oh, you son of a bitch, Pablo!
You idiots! Idiots! This was a perfect plan. Perfect.
If it weren't for you meddling
kids and a failed. Why did we make it a tree planting company?
They pulled Kawhi's mask off, and it was an illegal Mexican.
They couldn't just come up with some kind of consulting firm. It was tree planting.
That's how they caught him. It was an ICE raid, and they said, "Wait a minute, you're Kawhi Leonard."
Kawhi Leonard. Need your papers.
You don't work here. Actually, I do.
But boss, he is dark skinned. Take him.
Get him out.
We'll figure it out later.
Joe says catching up, but Emmett being the best running back of all time is crazier take than Irvin over T.O. Well, I don't think Rob said Emmett was the greatest running back of all time. I think he said he's the leading rusher of all time, which that does hold true.
And he's in the top 3, the greatest.
He's in the conversation, certainly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We'll wrap up hour number 2. We're almost. I'm counting down minutes, quite frankly. Like, I usually love doing this show. I want the show to be over because I want to just get to the day in football.
Just take a nap and wake up to football.
That's all I'm thinking about.
And get to live it until February.
Pretty good.
All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Very good. Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuits waiting on you today. If you're heading out this weekend, going to one of your big alma mater games, better place to find a place to put your dog. There isn't one. It's Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit right there on 35 outside of 1604. Whether it's your daily daycare, whether you're heading out of town for a couple of days to go see the big game, or it's a 10-day vacation. Let me tell you, there's no better place than Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. I can tell you from experience. I've taken both of my dogs over a couple times. They absolutely love it. You know, any of us that's had dogs for a long time certainly spent time with Kendall, or maybe you used an app or two, and you're never really comfortable, are you? You don't know if they're really taking care of your dogs. And especially when you pick them up and you get them home and they're really hungry and they're thirsty and they just look like they just got run out. They don't look like they had a good time. Not that way with the Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. My dogs, when I show up, they don't want to leave. And when we show up, they start dancing in the car. They know they're going to have a good time, and I know they're going to be taken care of. They've got the video to follow my dogs around during the day. They've got the extra services. If I need some extra training, they have that available as well. When you do drop them off, they get a personality evaluation. They're only going to be put with other animals, their size and their temperament, all the things that you would expect that you'd had your dogs at home. That's Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. If you want to go ahead and book your stay, you can do it online, mybunkinbiscuit.com. I did it the first time there. It's great. It works, and they'll be waiting on you. Or head out and see what I'm talking about. That's Blue Bonnet Bunkin' Biscuit on 35, just outside of 1604. Take your doggies over there. They're going to love it, and you're going to be happier for it, and I'm sure you're going to thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Traffic definitely slowing down. 35 southbound Schwab Road to Pad Booker Road, rolling heavy. Also on 35 northbound Malone to Highway 90 on the south side. 37 northbound 181 over to Southeast Military. That's also filling in. It's sluggish on 90 eastbound 211 to 410. That's about a 20-minute commute. And still working this wreck at Petranco right as you approach 1604. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is calling all golfers. The Fall Golf Classic is back. Mark your calendars for Monday, September 29th, and lock in your spot for one of the most fun golf events of the year at the Olympia Hills Golf Club. For just $120 per player, or $400 for a foursome, you'll get 18 holes of fun, friendly competition, and non-stop laps with your crew. But don't wait. Spots will sell out fast. And once they're gone, they're gone.
This isn't your average uptight tournament. It's all about cutting loose, enjoying the day,
and supporting a great cause. The Community Foundation of the Hill Country. Presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Charm Club, and sponsored by Fly by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. And when the final putt drops, the party's just getting started. Head over to the Break Room Bar on Pat Booker Road for the official after party. Cold drinks, great food, and the perfect finish to a perfect day. Don't get left out. Grab your crew, grab your clubs, and get ready for a Monday you won't forget. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Hornitos Tequila and America's Team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high-quality, real Texas football and premium fresh-pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday morning at 11:45. The Aggies take on the Utah State Aggies. Presented by Just Putts. Pre-game at 10:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Morning Huddle 94.1. Happy day, everybody.
Yeah, game day.
Happy football.
Oh, yes. Guess what, though? Next year, you know how we get a game on Friday?
Right.
That's exciting. I'm pumped about that
From
game
Brazil.
Friday.
Brazil?
But guess what? We ain't going to get one next year on Friday, week 1. No week 1 Friday game next year. The league made the sad announcement. Due to an antitrust provision in the Sports Broadcasting Act of 1961 that bans broadcasts of professional football by any station within 70 miles of a high school or college football game.
That's a strange law.
What?
It specifies that pro games cannot run on any Friday or Saturday from the second Friday in September through the second Saturday in December.
Yeah, I thought that we'd gotten rid of this.
I thought so too. It hadn't been a problem, but because the holiday had fallen early enough in the calendar, Labor Day had fallen early enough in the calendar, they've been able to do the Friday night games in the first week of the month. However, next year, Labor Day happens on September 7th, which puts the following Thursday in the second week of the month.
Right.
So it will now be illegal to broadcast that. Listen.
Well, I say they should have changed it. I'm not sure. It's not a bad idea because it is encroaching. We do have an encroachment on other things. And their reason is people want it. So the free market should decide. But if you're, if you're a coach of a lesser thing and you see the NFL suddenly eating up all that time too, you're like, man, there's no room for us. I get both sides.
I mean, what if they said, okay, well, you can't play Major League Baseball games on days that
I agree. The market should decide, and if people want to watch NFL football on Friday night, they damn well should have access to it. And if you don't want to and go to high school game and Friday nights, go to that. But I do get it if I'm
why is the NFL the only sport where this applies though? Why can the NBA play on a game on the same day as a college team or a high school team? It's absurd.
It is an absurd rule, but I do understand why it was put in place. That back in the early 60s, you just didn't want to take away from what was a bigger thing at the time. But everybody knows where there's money, that's where the investment will go. And, Friday night is kind of a sacred thing. And what happens if the NFL suddenly decides, well, guess what? We're going to start eating into Sunday too. And, the only way I get to watch my team, Wasamatiu, from across the country is some kind of random cable thing that's now even gone because the NFL's on.
Well, here's my question. So it says you can't broadcast on any station within 75 miles of a game. Isn't the game tomorrow on YouTube?
That's really the.
Yeah, when is that?
I don't know,
but I'm almost certain that game's on YouTube TV. So there's not a television station isn't broadcasting it.
Oh, it's on.
If it's on the interwebs,
again, I don't know. I hadn't even thought about that legal side of the argument.
Yeah, or like if I said, "Oh, we're going to put the game on HBO."
Yeah. It's on NFL Plus, YouTube, and YouTube TV.
Yeah, or on Amazon Prime, which is like a paid subscription service. Like why? So you're not saying it's not being broadcast on KTBV or whatever you're talking. I don't know.
Well, they only had like 3 channels when this was made.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the law was written when times were entirely different.
So why can't they just say, well, we're not? Well, the 75-mile thing doesn't matter.
Just speaking in how this is fixed is you'd have to find a judge that's willing to listen to you and buy the argument and have the judge decree, look, we got a temporary restraining order and we can figure this out, and then you got to bring suit.
That's what I'd do if I were the NFL.
Well, I mean, there's something to being a good neighbor. You don't have to take all the land. There's something to that. But the NFL has been pretty good about taking all the land. I get a sense that Friday is not going away. It's just until we figure out how to broadcast it the following year. I don't think they're going to run into this again.
Yeah,
I really don't. I'm not happy about it though.
You're not happy about?
I know what's going to happen is it'll be a regular Friday thing, and we're going to love it. And then, the college teams that used to kind of take advantage of the free money that were being thrown out to, sacrifice the schedule and timing, they don't get that money anymore. So suddenly scholarships are lost, and then kids can't, So there's a ripple effect to this.
Yeah, but that's a.
And it's modern times. I mean, it's such as life.
If I'm the NFL, I'm saying that's not my problem.
You're right, and I don't blame like my dad always said, I don't ever blame a lion for going lion.
Yeah.
You blame everybody else for keeping the lion from going lion. So if you give the NFL the space, of course they're going to fill it. I don't blame them for it. But I do think there's some encroachment on some other things that maybe should be left alone.
Also, bad news for some NFL fans. I think this might be for you, Rob. You're a red zoner, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Yeah. And this is probably there was a very important thing brought up pre-show that I think we didn't think about. That finally Scott and Andrew can run to the bathroom.
Yes.
That they finally get a bathroom break.
There will be commercials now on Red Zone this year.
Not having to walk around with a Whizzinator attached to their leg.
I just turn up the volume loud.
Dude.
Or I can watch it from
Bring in the milk jug.
I imagine he's got a Gatorade bottle under the desk.
Oh, the quad box. Oh, the quad box.
Quad box.
Wait a minute. You're way too excited for that. But no, Scott Hansen will get a potty break.
So what commercials? What are we talking
Well,
about?
now,
5 minutes?
you know how the intro is always going, for the next 8 hours. Now it's going to be 7 hours.
Now, the way it's going to work is it'll look like a double box, like 2 games, like they're showing 2 games at once, except one will be a game and the other will be the ad. And the sound will be the ad.
They're going to go like soccer.
Oh, okay.
Where they can't break.
So it's going to keep, you're going to keep seeing the games, but there's going to be commercials.
It's not the end of the world. I'm not surprised at all, but it was kind of a sacred space. You know, it kind of was a sacred, I'm going to go there and I get all 8 hours of nothing.
Well, it was scary because, you start watching at 12 and before you know it, it's
time's
6
gone.
o'clock.
Yeah,
I used to be able to get a burger for a nickel.
I know.
Well, you wake up, after that 8 hours, it's like, I've just eaten 8 bags of potato chips, and I never got off the couch. I don't even know how I did this.
This is
why am I gaining weight?
I don't know how this happened.
Unpopular take. I don't really like Red Zone.
Oh, I do. I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
I feel like, and see, you guys will disagree with me. I feel like Red Zone is for people who don't really like football.
No,
you like fantasy football, or you like.
Think of the noon games. When you get a noon kickoff, it's a bunch of teams that I care about to the extent that I like to see what's happening. But I'm not going to sit and watch a Panther-Jaguar game. But I will watch the highlights as it's going. But when it's time for a game I care about, no, it's not on Red Zone. I'm watching the Cowboys. I'm watching the Texans. I watch the big games. But it's that noon to 3 stretch when there might be one good game on, but there's 13 other suck ones.
See,
that's where the Red Zone is a godsend.
I am the Thursday night eyes stuck to the Panthers-Cardinals game like it's the Super Bowl. Like I'm the mark for the NFL.
I'm not that guy. I love football, but that gets into, that's why DFS is so valuable, and that's why it gives you a reason to tune in. But
that's also
why
my
family with a bad football game. I'm just not.
That's also why my family doesn't love me. Is because
there's certainly a world for it, but for those of us that
I just value football too greatly.
And now I got a commercial break, but at least I'll be able to go to the bathroom.
Well, speaking of which, I've got to use the potty. I've got to use the little boys' room, and Vic knew it, so he said, "I'm going to go to commercial break right now."
Play The Day the Music Died.
That's
right.
right.
7 minutes.
Fly on, Freebird. Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Now is the best time to buy a Connecticut water softener. With current models being closed out to make way for the new ones, you can save big. Call Connecticut at 656-PURE and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you. That's 656-PURE.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99, and we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale, now at AutoZone until September 22nd.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
It's game day. Kick off the season with the Blitz this afternoon at Pete's Place on Bandera Road with our friends from Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
The Blitz is live 2 to 6, and Flight will be on special, and the Flight crew will have plenty of prizes.
So come hang out with the Blitz this afternoon and pregame for the regular season opener at Pete's Place on Bandera Road with Flight by Yingling and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hungry after the game? Hit up Tamalitos Restaurant, home of San Antonio's best weekly specials and legendary Taco Tuesdays. Fresh, loaded, and just $1. Tamalitos, local flavor, big taste. 2042 South Callahan Road, right across Missions Baseball Stadium. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for. From smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at prices you'll love. eBay, things people love.
Hi, I'm Jason Thompson. I'm a personal injury attorney, and since 1994, I've been helping people and their families seriously injured or killed by negligent drivers. My website is alawyer4us.com. I use that phrase because I know that there's no way a regular San Antonian can possibly beat a billion-dollar insurance company alone. You will need an experienced attorney to stand up for you and get what you and your family deserve. This month, my father will retire after 50 years of practicing law, doing what he taught me to do, help people in need. Stand up for the people that cannot. Use the skills you have to help the people in your community win and where you can. When an insured driver seriously injures someone, a billion-dollar insurance company uses everything it can to pay as little as possible. Every insurance company you have heard of has a very large staff of attorneys already working against you. If you or a family member has been seriously injured because of a negligent driver, call me, Jason Thompson, as soon as you can after a collision. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or check out my website, alawyer4us.com.
Don't you agree that it's a wonderful thing to save a dog's life? I certainly do, and I invite you to go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a $15 a month donation right now. Do it now, and Thomas J. Henry will generously match all charitable donations made this month online at puppyfoodbank.org. It's your chance to help save thousands of pets in our community, so please give a little to help save little guys like you. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org right now, and they'll send you a very nice gift.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute definitely filling in. 410 eastbound Babcock. Got an accident. It's off to the shoulder, still causing about a 10-12 minute delay. Slow from Ingram. 410 eastbound Starcrest, that stall now off to the shoulder. We've got a wreck at 37 southbound, that off-ramp to get onto Southeast Military. That is partially blocked with that wreck. And a car fire that's been tapped out, but still have the disabled vehicle, Walsham eastbound right at Austin Highway. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys kick off the NFL season tonight as the Philadelphia Eagles play host to the Cowboys. Pregame starts at 6, a game you can catch live right here on San Antonio Sports Star. In NBA news, according to Shams Charania, it is reported the NBA All-Star format is likely to change and feature a round-robin tournament consisting of 3 8-player groups, 2 USA teams and 1 world team. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
One on the Morning Huddle. Good morning, everybody. Yes, sir. It's a football Thursday. That's right. The National Football League gets underway.
Almost there. Can barely stand it.
The autumn wind is a pirate. It's got one eye and a mustache.
Mustachioed marauders.
A mustache. A mustache. Mustache. Mustache.
Mustache.
Mustache. Mustachioed. Pistachio. Corn nuts. Doesn't matter what I say, it still sounds awesome.
The great John Facenda.
Yes.
Patron saint.
I don't think we'll hear from him tonight. I don't think he's doing Thursday Night Football.
Nah, if he did, it would be of great concern.
Oh, yeah, it would. Like, where's he been?
Well,
6 feet under for the last 30 years.
He's very,
40
very
years.
dead. Very dead. That's why we have Liv Schreiber now.
And who does a really good job.
He does.
He does. And when I found out it was him, I was kind of surprised. But I'm.
What was his show called? The show that he had on Showtime?
What was that? I always think of him as like From the Town and from the Tom Clancy books. And,
Ray Donovan.
Yeah, Ray Donovan, the fixer.
Ray Donovan. That was his big show.
Didn't he run over himself with his tractor and damn near cut his leg off?
No, that was Jeremy Renner.
Oh, yeah, I get those two confused.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner.
Liv Schreiber was, he was also one of the Marvel, wasn't he like a Wolfman dude?
He was in Wolverine.
That's it.
He was the Juggernaut.
The bad dude.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. Bad guy. But yeah, he's the voice of Hard Knocks. I know that. He gets a bunch of Emmy Awards and Golden Globes and all that for his work on Hard Knocks, his fine, fine work. How do you feel as a Cowboy fan that your team is first out of the gate? Do you like this?
I'm used to it.
Okay.
We're always first out of the gate.
Not always.
Well, we're always
but I
either
mean,
the 3 o'clock, the Sunday night, the Thursday. We're always the premier game on opening week. Yeah. We always are.
Really?
And it's awful. It's normally awful because I remember
that.
a couple years ago we had Brady right after the Super Bowl. They beat us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty typical. The Cowboys come out of the gate with a big game.
Okay. Well,
it's just de rigueur.
Last year they played the Cleveland Browns,
Yeah,
which I don't think
at
was
noon
a big
too.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's more appropriate to the Cowboys' place in the NFL
in
now.
the modern pantheon.
And you know what Jerry did just to make up for it? He signed Dak to the most ridiculous contract of all time, 1 hour ahead of it, just to get the news on him because they weren't at 3 o'clock. So you know what? Instead, I'm going to spend $240 million for about 3 hours of publicity.
That's right. Now we got some. Now, my question is, and last year, the good thing about playing the Browns week 1 is you started off with a victory. And,
false hope.
The year before that, they dog stomped the Giants. It was like 45-0 or something like that. But like you mentioned, the year after they won the Super Bowl, they played the Bucks opening season loss. And I, as a Bills fan, and I've got actual hope this year. And I think, unlike you, you're not too hopeful for the Cowboys to win a Super Bowl. I don't think. I think there's like a world where my team could win a Super Bowl.
Yes.
And I am so worried that Sunday night they're going to lose to the Ravens.
Probably
I'm going to feel like all hope is lost.
You probably will feel that way. But, dude, this isn't college football. You just got to get there. I mean, there ain't no votes. You just got to get to the playoffs. I don't care how you get there. Now, you want to play at home, ideally. You want to have that 5 degrees says a home. But I think, as in my opinion, 99% of the time, I want to know where I am. I want to know how good I am. And you will certainly know where you stand after this week. And you know where your weak points are. You'll know where your strong points are. And you got 16 weeks to fix it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that bad, but there is the worry in any team that when you stub your toe out of the block and you just start trying to fix things that you never get it all fixed, that you stumble out and you just can't catch up. And I'd rather be a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers who fires out of the blocks, and seems to win a bunch of early season games and then tries to hold on than a team that's trying to, oh, no, we got this problem, and then we got the other problems that we knew we already had, and we figured it out on week 1. I'd rather start out, beat Cleveland, play Atlanta, play some teams and feel good about myself and then hold on for dear life later.
And I guess the bright side of it is if the Cowboys go out and beat the Eagles today,
you get that kind of momentum.
Suddenly you feel like, okay, maybe all this worry was for naught, and maybe we are going to be okay. Even if that's not true, there's still like, now you've got some hope that maybe you didn't have.
The witchcraft of hope and belief. And that matters to teams. If you believe you're going to win, no matter, there are times you believe you win and you just get it handed to you. But if you're a good team that believes, that matters. It does make a difference.
Yeah. So big night for the Cowboys. you go out and lose 40-0, you feel like this season's already a waste.
And that's my fear tonight, that nothing goes right and everything goes, and you're not nearly as bad as you looked, but now everybody believes you are.
But if you go out and even if you compete, I think, with the world champions on the road, if you compete, then maybe you can say, okay,
I'm not sure the Cowboys are there yet. I'm not sure I take solace in just competing yet.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, maybe it's not as doom and gloom as
No,
you
you're
think.
right. But I think that I've seen the Brigade Bar. There's a lot of optimism out there. There is.
Because I'm saying,
it's myopic Cowboy fandom, but there's an optimism there that even if I'm not sure if the optimism will hold if it's a moral victory, like we played damn good, but we didn't win. I think it probably will, but for me, we played damn good and lost. For this team, for the money they've spent, isn't good enough. I'm already mad at them, even though I probably shouldn't be.
Yeah. Well, to me, if you compete tonight with the Eagles on the road.
Well, let's quantify what that would mean.
Let's say you lose a game by 3 points,
and
it's
involve
close all throughout.
And the Cowboys run the football and they're able to pick up some first down.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll take a moral victory out of it. I'll go, hey, you ran for 80 yards, you picked up some third downs, but the stupid things, you lost the game, fixable stuff. Then I will take some solace out of that. I just don't see that being the case.
But whereas if it's the opposite, if it's just a beheading, then suddenly going into next week, you're playing the Giants, you don't feel good.
No.
Because, you might be on their level.
Exactly.
Whereas if you compete, you're like, okay, we competed with the Eagles. We're better than the freaking Giants.
But if
we're better than the Bears.
But if we compete by score but not by play, but, that doesn't matter to me. If I wake up tomorrow and, they go into the fourth quarter, they're down by 3 touchdowns and they score 2, and it looks like a 7-point game, but I know that the Eagles had already pulled off the gas. They didn't want to show off anything for the rest of the games, and it was just a stat stuffing quarter. I take nothing out of that. In fact, that's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
So I won't take a close score as something that bodes well unless it was earned. And if it's a prevent defense that allowed a couple of touchdowns late, which is pretty typical of Cowboys losses, there's nothing to be gained from that. Other than money on my prize picks.
Of course, that. Hugo says Bills fans coming out of the closet since Josh Allen.
Yes. Why wouldn't they?
Please. I got it.
Because who claims to be a Bill fan unless you're a Bill fan?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You think this is a good life, Bubba?
Yeah. It's like saying you're an Aggie fan. Who chooses
You think
this?
it's a good life? I had a Pete Metzelar's jersey, all right? I don't want to hear about it coming out of the woodwork.
Trust me. I have a Kenny Trill Hill jersey.
It ain't. Listen, it ain't fun. You don't show up out of the woodwork and say, hell yeah.
Like anybody who comes to me and says, I'm a Bengal fan, I shake their hand. I know that you are.
I tell my son, he's cheering for the Bills. And I'm like, son.
Hard life.
This is not what you want to choose,
but
Bubba.
If you come to me and you say you're a Bills fan, I shake their hand. I know you're a Bills fan. You're not a T-shirt fan. I mean, it's too hard. Your team lost 4 consecutive Super Bowls. Oh, my God. Yeah. And you chose to put on that T-shirt the day after the fourth loss.
4 in a row.
So, dude, you in my book, you're a fan all the way in. You're allowed to jump on tables. You're allowed to do all that crap that the Bills Mafia does because, damn it, you've earned it.
I like watching their tailgates.
It's the only joy that they've got when it's all said and done.
Those Cleveland dog pound dudes that put on the mask, I am with you. And you are, yes, do that.
You got to be hardcore. You got to be hardcore, man. And Hugo saying it should be a simple game plan, keep the Eagles offense off the field. In theory, that is the game plan for everybody. The Eagles are the best running football team in the NFL. That's the
chew up minutes and yards, man.
It's really hard to keep them off the field.
Or you can just let Saquon rip off 80-yard runs. Then you get the ball back.
That's true. Yeah. And then you just hold the ball for as long as you possibly can.
8 and a punt.
I don't think that's the right method.
We're keeping them off the field, right?
Technically, you win time of possession.
Hey, man, that's a third of the battle.
Just let them take the kick back to the house and get the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's the little victories that we need so much right now.
That's
incremental growth.
Yeah, we're dominating time of possession here.
Possession.
Well, Coach, they took 2 kick returns to the house. But time of possession.
We have 100% fourth down conversion.
Physical. and you know what Jerry says after that? I know they took 2 kicks back to the house on us, but you know what? They didn't run on us.
They didn't. We
stopped the run at the end of the day. They did not have 1 million rushing yards, and that's why I traded Micah.
That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed tonight. Seriously, I don't want to have the moral victory discussion tomorrow.
I saw someone say, Joe says, would you pick Philly in a survivor pool?
Yes. Well, not now.
It probably wouldn't be my first choice. Philly's probably a team I'd look to save.
Yeah.
I think there are teams. I think Arizona's a good team this year. Like a good team this week. I mean, because they're playing the Saints. I mean, how many more times are you going to want to use Arizona throughout the season? Denver. I'm not a believer in the Broncos. Like, I think the Broncos are okay. Mind you, think about this. Last year, if the Broncos, if the Chiefs hadn't already wrapped up everything, the Broncos probably don't make the playoffs.
No.
The Chiefs let them into the playoffs, and everybody's all of a sudden acting like the Broncos are the bee's
because they were
knees.
surprisingly good. I think the Broncos are going to be a far better team at the end of the year than they are right now, just because Bo Nix is going to continue to grow. But as far as survivor pool, I like them early. I'd get them now.
The Broncos play the Titans.
Yeah, dude, I'd jump on the Titans. I mean, the Broncos this week. That's the kind of pick I go for. Philly, I know they're so good.
You're going to have plenty of chances to play Philly.
Yeah.
And a divisional game again. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks.
So that's our help for you there.
And by the way, if you are looking for hope, divisional dogs do extraordinarily well in week 1, like to the tune of, I think, 60-something% against the spread. They do well enough that I'm not betting on the Eagles tonight. I'm not laying points tonight with the Eagles. I'm not betting the Cowboys either, but I'm not laying points because it's just historically it says don't do that. Week 1, everybody's over-prepared for this game.
Mm-hmm. And you don't know, you could have been preparing for something that's completely wrong.
Now, I did say that the Cowboys lost these 2 games by a combined 62 points last year. And if you're looking for the bright side of that, you can say, well, Dak didn't play in those games. And that's true.
But Micah did.
But you could also say that in the second game that they played against the Eagles, that they also lost by 4 touchdowns.
No Jalen, right?
Jalen Hurts didn't play. So Kenny Pickett beat you by 28 points. That's not ideal either. So, I mean, listen, I'm not trying to kill hope.
It's the worst possible matchup. You have to admit that fact. So maybe you find some solace keeping it close, but you're playing the Super Bowl champion that hates you. I mean, of all the teams, they hate the Cowboys more than anybody else, and they're going to feast, you get the sense. So,
yeah. I get that feeling as well. All right. By the way, we didn't talk to Dr. Jason Garrett yesterday. We'll talk to him at 8:40. We'll get some injury news from him. But we will be right back. We'll continue talking football. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
The season's here. It's time to play football. You might not be in the game, and you might be dealing with that kind of injury, though. Is there something keeping you out of your life, something painful that is not allowing you to do the things you want to do? How are you living your life? Stop. It's 2025. Call a Rosti. They're here to fix those kind of things that just keep us out of life. And whether it's a soft tissue injury like a sprain or a strain, whether you picked it up doing a honeydew or maybe it was a weekend warrior kind of thing, they'll take care of you quick and get you back in the game. If you've got a young athlete in your house, you have access to supreme treatment, the kind that Tony Parker and Becky Hammond took advantage of when they were playing ball. A Rosti's are there to take care of yours right now. You never need a referral. They accept most insurances, and they'll get you in soon. There's providers all around town. Prove it to yourself. Go to Rosti.com. You'll see a map of those providers. I bet there's one less than 10 minutes from where you are now, and they will see you fast. So don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call a Rosti. The number's 1-800-404-6050. The website, again, is Rosti.com. These are highly paid medical professionals that have one job in mind, and that's to get you back in the game. Call them today. They're going to get you fixed, and when they do, come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Golf Classic is back, baby. Get the crew together. Guys, gals, the whole gang. And join us Monday, September 29th at Olympia Hills Golf Club for a laid-back day full of swings, laughs, and a little friendly trash talk. It's just $120 per player or $400 for a foursome. A steal for a day on a beautiful course with your buddies. Proceeds benefit the Community Foundation of the Hill Country. But don't worry, this isn't conquered the course, we'll keep the party rolling at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, where the drinks are cold, the food is hot, and the stories are even better. Get ready to tee off on the best Monday you'll have all year. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you've got a gas-powered engine, keep it running like new at every fill-up. Stable in-season protection is your engine's preventative medicine, cleaning and protecting the entire fuel system in season. In outdoor power equipment, prevent gum and varnish buildup that could cause a rough or non-running engine. For cars and trucks, increase fuel efficiency and power by removing deposits, ensuring your engine's long-term health. Stable outperforms the competition in independent lab testing. So at every fill-up, start with Stable.
Attention retirement savers. A top U.S. bank predicts a 2025 recession as tariffs rattle markets. According to reports, 2025 recession risk just increased significantly. That's why thousands of hardworking Americans are turning to award-winning precious metals company, Goldco. Goldco is offering you a free 2025 gold and silver kit. Plus, you can get an unlimited instant match and bonus silver for qualified accounts. Call 855-969-GOLD. Find out how you can help diversify your savings. Tax and penalty-free today. That's 855-969-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney and have been representing people injured in auto and commercial truck collisions right here in San Antonio, my hometown, since 1994. Getting into a collision can be a life-altering event. Your health and recovery is the only thing that really matters, and anyone that's ever been injured in a traffic collision will tell you that. How do you get the insurance company to pay? Simple. Call me. As your attorney, my job is to get you through this. The decisions you make immediately after a collision are the most important decisions you can make. If you call me as soon as you can after a collision, I will help you make the right decisions for you and your family. Remember, I do not charge for a consultation. Growing up on the southwest side of San Antonio, when Loop 410 was the edge of town, I know how overwhelming it could be to face a giant insurance company all on your own. Just keep it simple. Call me. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website at lawyerforus.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
As a scientist, I can tell you that Sundays are only 24 hours long. But with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday all in one place. That's upwards of 30 hours of NFL in one day. How can there be 30 hours in 24 hours, you ask? I have a theory. Magic. New users get NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 per month. Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games and commercial use. Terms and embargoes apply. Availability varies.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Thursday night at 7:20. The Cowboys open the season on the road, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. How about them Cowboys? 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
This is the most appropriate time ever to play this song.
Yeah.
You mean like every day?
No.
It's a beautiful day every day on the Morning Huddle.
That's not true. Should I be
What do you mean
offended?
it's not true?
I mean, there's
days I miss. You're right. There's days I've been.
Yeah,
No, today's exceptional. Yeah.
the last time you missed, it was a
terrible day.
What? Oh yeah, we remember. You were the kitty set in for you that day.
Mm-hmm.
He had a big show.
I had a beautiful day. I'm sure he had a.
You were at a wedding.
That was a week ago tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you were at a wedding the day after Micah got traded.
I was in.
Yeah.
But me and Vic and the kitty talked about it.
I was up in the belly of the beast listening to Cowboy fans cry. Why?
Did they stop the wedding?
Well, there was we all said a little prayer. We all took a knee and took a prayer.
I knew it.
I took offense the other day. I was talking to my wife, and she's like, "Yeah, I heard a little bit of your show."
First of all, is she crazy? Why is she listening to this?
Well, because she now gets up early to take Holden to football practice.
That's right.
And now, mind you, how long have I been here now? Since
she's only recent, but you've been here well over a year.
I got here in May of last year.
Yeah.
And she said, I didn't know your show was called The Morning Huddle. I said, what? No, this is where it came up was we were at the missions game.
And they had in the
little program. I was flipping through it and I saw the 94.1 and it said Morning Huddle 6 to 10. And she was like, "Is that your show?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "I had no idea it was called that."
What did she think it was called?
Well, I don't know. Well, and she said, "Listen,
if she's smart, she's not listening."
She said most of your radio career you were on the Blitz. Like when I was in Houston, my show was called The Blitz.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And I did that show for 12, 13 years. So it's like it was called The Blitz. Mm-hmm. So she was like, I always just think of you as The Blitz. So when I see The Blitz, I think, oh, that's AJ's show.
But it's Jason.
But now it's different. And I was like, how did you not know that? Like, what?
It's a good thing. My life is a whole lot better when my wife is not listening to the show.
It's all right. My wife doesn't even know
I
that
come
I'm
home,
on
my wife's
94.1.
If she's been listening, she hears
has
stuff.
no
she's
idea.
Like, I can't believe. No.
She heard when she listened the other day. She was like, "Yeah, you were doing a lot of singing." And I was like, "Yeah, I do that sometimes." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
It's
"Yeah,
normal. That's normal."
She's like, "It was a lot."
Oh, she gave me that look.
Yeah, it was like it was probably
a lot.
it was probably more than
it was a lot.
It's probably more than required.
Well, that's the bit.
Yeah, it's so she doesn't get the nuance of comedy.
When we first got started, our suit was like, people know you're kidding, right?
But
he actually thought that you were
he thought I was like, I really thought I was like this great singer, and he's like, and I was like, Dax, that's kind of the
people know you're.
That's kind of the goof that I'm not a great singer, and I still sing.
That was funny.
And he was like, "Oh," he's like, "Thank God," because I didn't want to critique you, but it's like, oh,
kind of awful.
Like Dax is a voice coach and was like, "Oh yeah, you're not very good at this, sir." No. Always good to get that kind of criticism from the bosses. Always good. Always good. Yeah. So the game tonight, we've mentioned that the Dallas Cowboys are an 8.5 point underdog, which is let's face it, that's a big number. That is a big number.
Had it changed or had it been like that?
No, it was 6.5.
It's gotten bigger.
So it went from 6.5 to 8.5, which is not a. I mean, you'd think, oh, it's just 2 points. That's not a big deal, but it takes a lot of money to push it through a 7. So 7 is the second most important number in football betting after 3.
Okay.
So the money that it takes to get from 6.5 to 7 or to 7.5 is like more than it takes to get from 7.5 to 11. Oh. So it's like it's a large amount of money's come in on the Eagles. A lot of it could be Micah related. A lot of it could just be, Cowboys dysfunction related.
I think it's realistic money, but I do.
And
think
it's also a brand new coach.
Well, yeah, all of that. But I think that last couple of that 1.5, especially that last point, was all Micah. I think there were
probably
people,
so.
I think that last point, but I think the realistic money came in about right. I mean, look at past history. I know we can talk about teams winning 4 times and teams winning the NFC East consecutive championships and all this. The Cowboys are not on the same level as the Eagles. They're not. The Eagles are a Super Bowl champion. The Cowboys didn't even make the playoffs. I haven't sniffed it. So the number's appropriate. I don't care. Now, you can throw out the record books and all that when they're rivalry games, and it might make a difference in the spread, but the spread's so big, that's not even going to make a difference tonight. If the Cowboys cover, they're going to win.
If you are glass half full guy, you could say that. I don't know if you remember this, Rob. Do you remember the Cowboys last year where they were the biggest underdogs?
Well, mostly it was roadies, I would assume.
It was a road game, and it was a road game without Dak.
Well, so right there in the stadium, right where they are, you would think.
Actually not, though,
No?
because you got to remember when they played at Philly, Philly was starting Kenny Pickett.
Oh, that's right.
It was at Washington last year. They were 10.5-point dogs at Washington. That was Thanksgiving, the game before the Thanksgiving game, and they won that game outright by over a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a half glass full way to look at it. Is they went in and they beat a team that was projected to stomp
a team that we thought was on the upswing. But yeah, maybe I'm willing to listen. I just woke up this morning. Well, I woke up the morning after the Micah trade, going, okay, now I know where I am. And it's nowhere close to where I thought I was, but at least now we can start evaluating. So maybe that's where I should kind of approach this. And again, I think this team can score a lot of points. I think they're going to look like they're in a lot of games, but they're not going to be able to stop anybody. So if it's fourth quarter and who's going to score last, it ain't going to be, I don't think it's going to be us because we won't be able to stop anyone. So that kind of makes it fatalistic, but I do feel like that Shoddy and Dak always had a good relationship, and Dak's had more weapons, got more weapons today than he's had in 4 years, maybe.
Yeah.
So there is some reason for optimism, but I just don't hold out a lot.
And since 2021, the Cowboys against the spread, mind you. Now, if you want to, I'm not saying they're going to win this game, but against the spread, the Cowboys are 17-7 in division. That is a 71% cover rate.
What? That's pretty impressive.
That is very impressive. So now, as a road underdog in that same time frame, they are 47%.
That's about what I thought. That's more about what I thought they were. Okay.
They have done well. They've done a good job competing against their division rivals, and they've done a good job on the road as road favorites.
Mm-hmm.
They're 12-5 as road favorites in that stretch, but as road underdogs, not so much. Like I said, 47% as underdogs total in that time frame. They are 12-16, 43% against the spread.
New coach, new mentality, but I do think those trends hold.
Yeah. A lot of people saying take the points with the Cowboys tonight. Well, I mean, that's I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be a spectator. I'm going to do some DFS stuff. I'm going to do some underdog. I'm going to stay away from betting on this game.
Now, I do like the DFS with the Cowboys offensively. I like Dak's numbers. I like CD's numbers.
So you like? I would assume then you like the total to go over.
I do. I like the over.
You like this to be a points fest.
I don't think it's going to be a defensive struggle by any stretch.
Okay.
Because the two weakest parts of both of these teams are the defenses. And, while the weakness with Philly isn't that weak.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But it's still the weakest part of their team.
Okay. Yeah, that's saying it's a weakness. It might, and you know what? It might. I mean, the back end of it might be a weakness right now. You could argue that they've some personnel questions at a minimum on the back end. The total in this game is 47.5. So if you like this to be 48 or more, you can make some money that way. Again, I'm going to stay away from the side on this thing because 8.5. Quite frankly, like my power rankings make this 6.5 on a neutral.
Mm-hmm.
2 points for a home field advantage feels about right to me. So I'm right on line with the market.
Yeah.
So I'm staying away from that. But I'm with you. I think if I were to say, is this going to be a higher scoring or lower scoring game, I would predict on the high end. If gun to my head, I'd play the over in this thing. Does feel like and I also expect Coach Schottenheimer to really want to. I would expect that if he's been saving things, now's the time that we see him. Because nobody wants to be a new head coach and go out. Remember I said this after the first two preseason games. I said, no brand new head coach wants to go 0-3 in their first preseason. And the Cowboys went out and they looked different in their third preseason.
What I'd like to see tonight, and what I do expect, is they're going to go deep ball. I think they're going to pick on the injured cornerback, and I think they're going to send Pickens deep a lot and send CD out there too. So I do expect to see some fun attempts. If they can connect, then we might see a 35-40 point shootout, and then I think the Cowboys have a chance. And to do that, they're going to have to play a fun version of football.
And this is not the same personnel-wise. This is not the same Eagles team that was playing in the Super Bowl. The Eagles lost some dudes.
They did, especially on the defensive side, and they're a year older, and we know what they do. And they've got Saquon now. It's not going to be a shock to anybody that he's as good as we thought he was. But, I mean, all those things kind of lead into why teams don't repeat, because now the target's on you, and as big a game as it is for Philly to raise the banner, it's still the Eagles, and the Cowboys still know that this is the biggest rival they've got.
But I also think that there is a real desire for Schottenheimer to show, like, hey, man, I got this job for a reason.
Let's throw it around, man. Let's have some fun.
Let's chuck it and see what we can do. And I know the idea eventually is going to be to run more. I don't know that this is the place to do it. I mean,
we'll find out a little bit more if they're capable of that next week. I don't expect to see a whole lot this week unless a missed assignment and they pop a good one, but I don't see them sustaining 4.5 yards a carry. I just don't see that.
It is hard to run on the Eagles, and like you said, the personnel right now for the Eagles says maybe the way to do this is to chuck the ball at them.
And so you brought up Turpin, and I do think that the special teams are going to play a role. I do think that there's a possibility, especially early in the season. There's always the special teams are the last things to come together. So there's a chance that the Cowboys have a little bit of semblance from last year, and Turpin was great in that last year. So, there's some expectations that they could perform, but it's going to take all of it, to be competitive.
Well, guys, football is back, and the place to get your plays in, place to make picks and win money all season long, Underdog. You can play right now, and it's so easy. You pick your favorite players, you pick where they're going to go higher or lower on their stats, touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, whatever. You get them right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play with as little as $1. I'm telling you tonight, I'm looking at Brandon Aubrey, higher than 1.5 field goals made, higher than that, and I'm going to go higher on Saquon Barkley rushing yards. He said at 96.5. I'm going to go higher than that. So I'm going to put those together. Try and make myself a little bit of coin. That's the big goal at Underdog. Download the app today. Sign up with your promo code ALAMO. You'll score $50 in bonus money when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Millions of fans have already won billions of dollars. Billions with a B. You could buy the Clippers for that kind of money. Playing on Underdog. Could you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working this wreck at 410 eastbound at Babcock accident. Now off to the shoulder. Still causing about a 10-12 minute delay slow from Ingram. Also on 410 eastbound Starcrest, disabled vehicle. That's now off to the shoulder. Got a minor wreck at Evans at Green Mountain. On 90 westbound General McMullen, that stall now off to the shoulder. And another broken down vehicle, Highway 90 eastbound Ray Ellison, right shoulder blocked. Definitely slow on all our major freeway systems as we are into the meat of our morning rush hour. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by your local Can-Am dealer.
Right now through October 31st, take advantage of the Can-Am factory sales and get a rebate of up to $3,500 on select 2025 Can-Am side-by-side or ATV vehicles. Conditions apply. Visit your local Can-Am dealer for details.
So we do a giveaway at GiveMeTheVin.com. Every month we're giving away $25,000 to one lucky person that sells us their car. Karen, you there?
I'm here.
Karen Gardner of Oceanside, California is the latest winner in GiveMeTheVin.com's big cash giveaway.
What did you sell us?
I sold you a 95 Impala.
And what did we pay you for it?
You guys gave me 18.
18 plus 25,000 because you're the winner, Karen.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
You could be next to get a little more, maybe a lot more.
You guys are awesome. Keep it up.
No purchase necessary. For official rules, go to GiveMeTheVin.com. Sell us your car.
Hungry after the game? Hit up Tamalitos Restaurant, home of San Antonio's best weekly specials and legendary Taco Tuesdays. Fresh, loaded, and just $1. Tamalitos. Local flavor, big taste. 2042 South Callahan Road, right across Mission Baseball Stadium.
The Big Boss Gun Show is locked and loaded in Lavernia this weekend. Come see serious collections, unbeatable deals, and real people who know their stuff. Buy, sell, or trade, guns, ammo, and rare finds. It's loud, it's proud. It's the Big Boss Gun Show at the Chamber of Commerce in Lavernia this Friday through Sunday.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99, and we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale. Now at AutoZone until September 22nd.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
George gets justice. Back to school isn't just about school supplies and lunch boxes. It's about your child's safety, school zones, crosswalks, distracted drivers. If someone's carelessness leaves you needing help, you need to get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. George and his team fight for families. You only pay if they win. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
It's time to make history and break the all-time UTSA football home attendance record of 56,743 fans. UTSA plays host to Texas State this Saturday in the home opener. Kickoff 2:30 p.m. It's an orange out and the battle for I-35. Log on to goutsa.com/tickets or call the UTSA ticket office at 210-458-8872 to purchase your tickets today. UTSA against Texas State. Be there, because when we win, San Antonio wins.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we are on the road live at Pete's Place tomorrow, thanks to our friends from Flight by Yingling.
Getting you ready for Cowboys Eagles. The season opener is tonight. We'll have everything you need to get ready for game one.
And when the Cowboys shock the Eagles, Minix is going to do something stupid. He promised.
Yeah, that's going to happen. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some tush. Good morning, everybody. 842, Dallas, Texas, Hollywood.
642 there.
I ain't asking for much. Hey, unfortunately, Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti is a doctor.
He pulled up lame.
Like the puffy taco at the San Antonio Missions game.
And it always happens round in third.
Jalapeno.
Always round in third. They can't make it to home.
Yeah.
I think they'd train better.
Yep.
Get
Hard
well
times.
soon, Dr. Garrett.
Hard times. Well, we'll have to, the show must go on.
Yeah, we'll carry on.
We'll, what are we going to do? Keep talking football? I guess so. I guess that's just what we'll have to do.
Yeah, it's
hard times. Did you see the, apparently the Cowboys had to make a decision. Now, here's my question to you. If the Cowboys got an offer from the Eagles that was better than the Packers offer, would you have wanted them to take it for Micah Parsons?
Yes. I have no problem.
That's the way I feel, but some people are like, I don't want to play him twice a year.
But I have to feel like I was made more better than I made them better. You know what I mean? Like, if it's an even Steven, no. But if you, like, we were just kind of joking around that the Eagles had kind of inquired about Micah, and I said, well, you send me Saquon, we're talking. Okay. You know, like, yeah, I'm more than happy to send you Micah, but I have to feel pretty good about the deal.
According to Adam Schefter, the Eagles, quote, made a strong play for Micah Parsons once the Cowboys began entertaining trade offers.
If they were throwing around Jalen Carter and somebody, dude, I'd be listening. I joke about the yellow pants theory with the Cowboys, but because that's the Commanders and the Steelers and the Packers. I mean, I just hate teams with yellow pants. But I'll make a deal with anybody to get better. I have no problem with that.
Can you imagine Philly with their two biggest stars being a couple of Penn State guys, Saquon and Micah Parsons?
They would love that. But
yeah.
But if you, I won't turn down a good deal, but I got to feel like I got the better end, especially if it's a guy I hate.
I'm in the same way. I feel like, I mean, obviously I want to win, but I think I'd care less about, I'm going to have to play him twice a year. Like, if you're that worried about playing him, don't trade him.
That's it. And used to, in the NFL, you didn't have to deal with that because the players couldn't leave. It was very weird to have to face your guy.
Right.
Now it's so much more common. It's not that big a deal. They're going to play on a different team. They probably played on 2 teams in college, and they'll play on 3 or 4 teams in the NFL. So seeing guys in different colors ain't quite the same as it used to be.
Well, again, I will never know what the real offer was from the Eagles.
And I guarantee it wasn't that much, you know.
But if it were, I'm telling you now, if it was the Packers offer plus a second-round pick, I would have absolutely taken it. I know Jerry is of the mindset, like Jerry ain't looking to give anything to the Eagles.
I think he'll still take a deal. I think he got the best deal he could at the time. I really do. I think that's all his fault.
But I do think there are Cowboy fans who would be like, I don't want that. I don't want you to. I don't want anybody to. I don't want him on the Eagles or the Giants or the Commanders. But if I'm in charge and it's my job to make my team the best I can, I'll take their picks.
All things being equal, I'd rather send them to Carolina. All things being equal, I'll send you down to Arizona.
Yeah, certainly you'd want, because you want a better pick. And we just much like the Packers, I don't expect the Eagles to have good first-round picks.
That's the thing. I'd rather send it to a bad team that I know you're not going to help. I know I'm getting picks, but, dude, they're going to be low end. So
right.
I think this deal was a circumstance. There was no alternative kind of deal, and I don't think Philadelphia offered what Green Bay. I wouldn't have. He's over a barrel. Obviously, this guy hates you, and it looks like he's about to just hold out. So I'll just wait if you don't want to make the deal.
I like you saying it like that. Obviously, this guy hates you.
Well, he does, man.
He hates your guts.
This guy hates you, man.
He hates
He told you
man.
to take that contract and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
He hates you.
How much do you think the Cowboys miss Micah tonight?
Not so much tonight.
Because I mean, they didn't have him in any of the preseason practices. Like they've at a minimum they've prepared themselves for this, right?
But, I've been on teams and coached teams that didn't have their best guy. And when you practice, you kind of feel like, we can make do. But what happens is the moment something bad happens in the place where your good guy would have been, the moment that there should have been a pass rush and Jalen got to stand there for 3.5 seconds instead of 2.5, and he completes a ball because left edge did not make it, got picked up by one blocker. That's when your team looks around and goes, oh, crap. The moment it doesn't go well, you're like, all those plans, X's and O's never beat Jimmy's and Joe's if the Jimmy's and Joe's are following the X's and O's. I mean, I just don't got the guys. And that's when the fatalism sets in like, oh, crap, they figured it out and there's nothing we can do. And then it just gets bad.
Okay. Well, you want some more glass half full for the Cowboys? I've got plenty of glass half full for you today.
I'm sure there's plenty of myopic Cowboy fan that's all about it.
I'm trying to make you guys feel better and better and better about these things. Well, first of all, I'll give you some bad news. This is glass half empty. Do you know who Ben Solak is?
No, I do not.
He's a booger eater, stats, football nerd. Does all these
PFF type.
Yeah, he used to be. I don't think he doesn't work for them anymore, but he's.
I'm looking at him now.
He looks familiar?
Yeah, I have seen him actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very smart guy, though. Very good with numbers. And he has this model that runs thousands of possibilities, and he comes up with – right now he's doing his predictions for all the season stat leaders. Mm-hmm. And his prediction to lead the league in sacks this year, Micah Parsons. He gives him about a 10% possibility of being the number one guy in sacks. Trey Hendrickson, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson all got 9%. Will Anderson got 8%. So he thinks that Mike is going to be back with a vengeance.
He's going to have his hand in the dirt.
That's right.
Getting after the quarterback, that's his only job.
Now, the most receiving yards. How about this? He does get Nico Collins as his pick for the receiving yards leader. Number 2, though, CeeDee Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys. 9%
what was he last year?
Chance he gives.
What was his? He was in the top 5 last year, wasn't he? Even with
he is in the last 2 seasons combined. He is first in total receiving yards, and now he's playing with George Pickens, which he hasn't in the past.
Again,
you can argue maybe that hurts him some, but
no, I think it helps.
But I mean, T. Higgins has been a big reason why Jamar Chase.
He might not get the number of catches, but the yards will be right there. You know what I mean? I think he'll have fewer catches, but total yards and success rate being higher because he'll be single coverage a lot.
And his projection for the most passing yards with a 12% probability. Dakota Prescott.
Again, are they going to be the fun team that scores 28, 35 points a game to keep them in it? And that's the best case for this team. Are you going to score a bunch of points and some days just outscore teams?
Now, here's the downside to it. He says part of what he's looking for is when he's looking for someone to lead the league in passing, it's often the worst teams that lead the league in passing.
Fourth quarter,
they're always trailing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to pick Pat Mahomes to lead the league in passing because he doesn't have to. So his candidates, he says, Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence, Michael Penix. Joe Burrow is an obvious candidate, but he goes with Dak Prescott, and he said, here's why. He says it's a perfect storm in Dallas for Prescott to throw for 8,000 yards. Dallas has perhaps the weakest backfield in the league, with Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, and Jadon Blue forming an uninspiring carousel of ball carriers.
Wow, that is harsh.
They
paid a lot of money for that running back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
not
in comparison, but yeah.
The Cowboys' defense was rough on paper before the Micah Parsons trade and only looks worse now, which should create high-scoring games. And Prescott suddenly has a real running mate to CeeDee Lamb in a trade with George Pickens, who particularly excels on big chunk gains downfield. Prescott is second in the odds to only Burrow, and he says, I imagine the difference maker is Coach Brian Schottenheimer, who has a reputation as a run-first coach from his days in Seattle with Russell Wilson. This is an inaccurate read. Schottenheimer always wanted to ramp up the passing game in Seattle, and I think he will in Dallas with Prescott under center.
I think they're gonna, and it's a matter of necessity. They're going to have to keep up. I mean, that's what we've been saying for the last couple of weeks. For them to win, they're going to have to score a bunch of points, and now even more without Micah.
Yeah, and there is something to getting a guy like George Pickens who is a chunk play guy, because because the Cowboys are probably not going to be great at running the ball. I imagine they're going. One of my underdog plays tonight is on Jake Ferguson. I think Jake Ferguson's going to be a big part of the offense this year because the running game is probably going to be middling at best. Let's just admit that. I don't know if I agree with him saying this is the worst running back room in the league, but I think it's certainly not a strength. I think they'll use short passing.
The West Coast offense, what did we call it yesterday? They're calling it the Texas Coast offense. A lot of the running plays will be balls in the flat. I mean, that adds to Dak's passing, and that's why I think Dak went a lot higher in a lot of fantasy leagues, those that really do the studying, and people were surprised to see Dak go off fourth in the quarterbacks just because you see the numbers that are coming, and this isn't about wins and losses, and Dak's fully capable of throwing for these yards. We saw, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I expect it, but there's so many
things. But I think with Pickens, when you're doing dink and dunk stuff, having a guy who can go over the top is a nice,
and he's a threat. They're gonna send him running 40-yard dashes 5 times a game just to go deep, see where they are, and that there's a lot of things that play into it. All this being said, the only way this all works is if this offensive line is capable of protecting him. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we say looks good, but the weak link in this is the most important link. Is Dak going to have the time and then remain healthy enough to do all this? And that is
those
the biggest
are questions that we can't answer.
And we won't know for –
obviously, if you think Dak is going to lead the league in passing yards, you think he's going to play 17 games.
Which
it's obviously a big risk. So, if Dak doesn't play 17 games, you can light that ticket on fire.
Done.
It doesn't matter how good he is.
So all of these are predicated on the biggest question mark is, can this line come together? And the sum of their parts has not equaled their talent yet. They have more talent than success.
Yeah. Generally, I still think Joe Burrow's probably the guy to beat in passing yards because the Bengals defense is so dreadful. You know what I mean? They're going to be chasing all the time, and they know they're going to have to score 1 million to have a chance in any game.
He's a better quarterback.
Yeah, he's just better.
He's just better.
But it's still, if you're looking for if you're looking for better odds, Dak is probably your guy there. All right, we got 1 hour to go before we wrap this show up and head home, take our nap, and wake up to football season. Oh, I cannot wait. Yeah. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Football is back, baby, and Underdog is the best place to make your picks and win money all season long. You can play it in Texas, too. Guys, it is fun, it is exciting, and it's a great way to get in on the action. Playing is so easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. And you get it right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. You can play with as little as $1. Is Dak going to go higher or lower on passing yards? Will CD score a touchdown or not? All that makes the game a lot more fun. Get in on the action at Underdog Fantasy. Download the app now. Sign up with promo code ALAMO to score $50 in bonus funds when you play the first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
How about them Cowboys? We rise as one in Texas, sporting handed-down silver and blue jerseys. We come together for America's team every time they take the field. So let's share a round of Jim Beam and lemonade on game day together because people are good for you, especially for us in Cowboys country. Presented by Jim Beam, bringing fans together across Cowboys country. 40% alcohol by volume. Copyright 2024 James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky. Drink smart.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working this wreck at 410 eastbound at Babcock. Accident now off to the shoulder. Still causing about a 10-12 minute delay slow from Ingram. Also on 410 eastbound Starcrest, disabled vehicle that's now off to the shoulder. Got a minor wreck at Evans at Green Mountain. On 90 westbound General McMullen, that stall now off to the shoulder. And another broken down vehicle, Highway 90 eastbound Ray Ellison, right shoulder blocked. Definitely slow on all our major freeway systems as we are into the meat of our morning rush hour. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys kick off the NFL season tonight as the Philadelphia Eagles play host to the Cowboys. Pre-game starts at 6, a game you can catch live right here on San Antonio Sports Star. In NBA news, according to Shams Charania, it is reported the NBA All-Star format is likely to change and feature a round-robin tournament consisting of 3 8-player groups, 2 USA teams and 1 world team. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Rob and AJ getting you through on a small Friday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Hey, we're going to be out the Fall Golf Classic Monday, September 29th at Olympia Hills Golf Club. $120 per player, or you can save money when you register your foursome.
Call your suit. Let them use the company card.
Yeah, easy.
Or if you're, if you're a couple who swings, and all of you want to get out and swing together.
Yeah.
$400 for the four of you. You save money that way. Proceeds benefit the Community Foundation of the Hill Country. You can register at sasportstar.com. Then after that, head on over to the Break Room Bar on Pat Booker Road for the official after party. If any other after parties pop up, just know they're not official.
The logo will be
right.
on all of the swag.
And the Blitz will only be at the Break Room Bar on Pat Booker Road that day.
We only had, last time we heard, 27 spots.
Yes.
So
we're running out.
That's right, yeah.
We're gonna be. I'll lay money we'll be full by next Thursday.
The Sports Star Fall Golf Classic brought to you by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chonkla, and sponsored by Flight by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. So get yourself signed up if you haven't yet. And it's back. Test your knowledge and win big prizes just by picking games every week. A weekly winner is going to get a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. A grand prize winner, $1,000 worth of tickets to A-Awesome Tickets. It's the SA Sports Star Pro Football Pick'em Contest. Go to sasportstar.com. I love how we throw this in there. Correctly pick the winning team of every regular season game all season long, and you'll win a grand prize of $50,000.
If you nail it.
Now
that's an easy insurance policy to buy.
I think it is.
$5.
Yeah. I don't even think it costs $5.
I mean, that just you have to pay for the shipping envelope.
It's literally impossible. It's never happened in the history of. It's like
picking the college.
Pick the perfect bracket. Yeah. Good luck.
It's happened, though no one's ever actually seen it happen. But there are people that have told us they did it.
Yeah.
But here's the way to really be a winner. There's only one way, and that's by listening to us here on. Oh, hey, everybody! The stat is right! We're back! So far, 4 people have registered. They've given their prediction. How many rushing yards will the Eagles have as a team tonight? Whoever gets the closest of the 5 people we register this week is going to win a pair of tickets to the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Football Giants next week. Come on down! The next contestant on The Stat is Right is caller number 3. Caller number 3. You get to give your prediction. And if you are the closest, you will go see the Giants and the Cowboys next weekend. Just like that. Thank you for playing. The Stat is Right. Thanks for your help on that one, Robbie.
I'm just here to. I was getting my pro football picks in. I'm gonna.
Okay. Bracket. Here he is. That's what Rob's doing. Rob's busy.
I was. I'm busy. I'm done. I'm already
He's
there.
trying to get that $50K.
I didn't win the billion last night, so I got to find where I can.
You're gonna retire if you
Did anybody win that thing last night?
I don't know. I haven't heard about
Nobody won.
Nope. They're still checking on to see who won like the $1 million prize if they got all the numbers except the power number. But last time, I think it was, 6 people won $1 million?
Yeah. Somebody in San Antonio won last week.
Oh, that was
it was in the Powerball. Yeah, somebody up in your neck of the woods there, AJ, up there in Boulevardy area.
You know,
somebody has a paid-off house over there.
You know, I am a Chet Holmgren defender. I like when people say, "Oh, he sucks." I'm like, dude, the guy doesn't suck. That guy's a baller. He is so corny. I like. It's almost like if you told AI to create the goofiest thing you can, and make him an NBA player, but he's got to be white, it would be Chet Holmgren. Like, before he had a bunch of Powerball tickets on social media. And he like spread them out, and it said, and he was doing like this. He's wearing these crazy clothes, obviously, like he does. He just looks goofy, and he's like ending child hunger in America if I hit the Powerball. It's like, bro,
I'm not ending nothing.
That's an interesting flex, but I'm with you. I'm with you, brother.
Yeah, I'm disappearing.
You could help with your contract already if you really wanted to there.
Bro, you hungry. Look at
go eat a sandwich. You can buy Jimmy John's.
Get yourself some food, Chet.
He looks like he went to St. Anthony.
I saw that last night. I was like, oh, my God. This guy.
Hey, man, his heart's in the right place.
I'm vocal. I'm actively cheering for you to not win. I want kids to not be hungry, too, but I don't want you to be the reason why. I can't have that.
Can you imagine if he won it and he was like, oh, crap, I got to donate $1 billion.
Oh,
I should have maybe half to the kids.
Heart's in the right place.
The other half to me.
Bro,
insert foot.
Yeah, I just want him to stick to basketball. Like, I really don't want him to do any more commercials. It becomes harder to defend him as a player when he is what he is off the court.
It's the Baker Mayfield syndrome. When Baker was doing all those commercials, like, dude, I don't mind the commercials, but you got to have to be better. You're going to have to play better to do these commercials. They were good commercials. Chet, you're going to have to live up to the commercial. You have to play great.
Chet has to do better commercials because he's playing well enough. He shouldn't be doing commercials.
I think it's one leads the other. I think if you're going to do one, you got to do good at the other.
And also the whole point of Baker is like his goal is to feel like an everyman, and he actually accomplishes that. Like Baker feels like just a regular dude who happens to play football. Chet does like whatever he can to make himself not a regular person.
Dreaming of the lottery win, just like
he's like wearing mink coats on his Instagram reels, talking about ending child hunger.
Dude, the thing is, you want to go. I hope you. You're 7'6", right? You stick out no matter what you do. I can't take my eyes off you. You don't need to do anything extra.
All this.
You don't need to do anything more. I can't stop staring at you.
No. Wow. You don't have to wear the Dumb and Dumber suits.
Like, stand out,
you're
man.
All right, bro.
You don't need the flowery shirt. You can just put on a T-shirt. You're all right. I see you.
Yeah. You're all right.
We can all see you from here.
All right. So, hey, Vic, do we have our qualifier, or is that?
Edwin got it, and it's Justin Elizondo.
We don't want to know his score. Is he in the realm? Have we seen the number?
So here's what I want to know now.
They're all in the realm.
All right.
Pretty good.
You know what? I mean, they're all announced, so you can tell me what the numbers are. I want to know what. All
right.
I don't want to know the names that go with them.
Okay.
I just want to know what the numbers are.
I came in at about 150 to 152. That's kind of where I would think.
That's pretty much where everybody's at, except one.
All right. What's our range? Give me our numbers.
Okay, first number, 96 yards.
Oh, man, not a believer.
Second, 145 yards.
Now, this is what they're offering is
team rushing yards.
Eagles total rushing yards.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Third one is 157 yards.
Okay.
168 yards.
Ooh, okay.
And today, 151 yards.
151. Okay.
Those are the numbers.
So I think they're all in the game.
You like the 151,
I'm right in there, 150, 152, right in there. I think that's the number, at least by the DFS numbers I've seen thrown around and knowing what this – I don't think it's as big as we might have had because there's a new defensive lineman there, but I don't think it varied too much. I think 150 is a safe place to be.
If this were the Price is Right, if I were on contestant row.
You'd go 169?
I knew all these numbers. I would say 169.
Yeah.
I would go 169.
Higher. But see, you can be over.
I'd probably go 125.
But in ours,
125.
So you'd go way.
Oh, you're so confident in the Cowboys.
He likes that defense.
Yeah.
You believe what they're saying. You believe Jerry. Yeah. We're prioritizing stopping the run.
Yeah.
But you can win by going over in our.
Yeah. It's okay.
Not like
it's okay to go over. Yeah. But I'd probably But I think whoever picked 168 is our likely winner. That's what I would say. And you think the guy who picked 151 is probably the closest?
If I was doing the math, I came in at 150 to 152. So right in there, whoever's there. Yeah.
Good luck to everybody who played. We've got a range of 74 yards. So somewhere in that 74-yard range, we are going to have a winner.
Yeah, and going to see the Giant game, see how that defense does against Scattaboo.
Oh, yes.
Can't wait to say Scattaboo all week.
Scattaboo. I still think he's the backup running back.
I don't care. He's that good. He's my hero.
Okay, all right. I need a hero.
He looks like the Wolverine. Short, squatty Wolverine.
And Russell Wilson will be there.
And his posse. Let's ride.
That's right.
Sierra going to be there?
That's right.
Sierra going to be there?
Of course she is. Yeah, backing up her man. You can call my man corny. How about I whoop your ass? Whoop that trick. Russell Wilson. I don't know. But she defends her man.
She's badass. I'll give you that.
That's right. She stands up for her man. J-Rod says, Cowboys fan to Jerry. I believe you. I don't know why, but I do. Yeah.
How many times have I said that?
Well, Jerry surprised you this time.
Without a doubt. And it will go down as one of the more, in the many chapters of Jerry's Cowboy fandom and ownership, this will go down as the most bizarre.
Yeah.
Of all the things that he went through. And I'm talking about bizarre, like right after winning a Super Bowl, letting your stud running back go to disappear for a couple weeks to start the season. The craziness that he has done. This will go down as one of the nuttiest things that he was ever a part of. And they can't even justify it. I mean, they can't even, no, we didn't draw it out on purpose. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
All the things that they're going to deny, they're lying.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like this was going to be a little bit different.
A 180. I mean, I thought worst case scenario was literally a highly pissed off Micah Parsons who just knew that the franchise tag was coming. Yeah. That's what I thought was worst case scenario. And how long would he decide to go sit at home before he came to work? That's what I thought was probably imminent.
Well, that's the beauty of the NFL. Every once in a while they throw you a curveball and we get
Jerry
that's the drama, baby.
What is it? The Gambler and his boys.
It's like on Game of Thrones when they kill the dude in the first season. They say, "Oh my God, Ned Stark's dead."
Yeah, right then.
That's what you got to do. Like you got to keep people on their toes. And Jerry said, "You know what'll keep people on their toes? Everybody thinks I'm going to keep Micah. I'm going to trade him."
And that way, they'll be talking about the fact that I might or might not, and not notice that my offensive line isn't that good. My running backs room isn't nearly what we had hoped, and my defensive backs are either limping around or underpaid. So.
Well, not anymore. Deron Bland, I paid him.
Paid, yeah.
He's paid. No, it was a bit of a surprise. I agree. I didn't see it coming like this, but I knew that this felt different. I knew that it felt different. All right, friends. When we return from this short commercial break, we are going to take a look at what's going on outside the world of sports, because even though it is a football Thursday, there's just a lot going on in the world that we've got to keep up with. I like to keep the people informed of the news. We'll do that next. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
You know, Connecticut water softeners have been part of San Antonio for really as long as I can remember. It was in the home I grew up in. When I bought my first house, Connecticut was my first call because I knew what to expect, and that was perfection. No worries. My water is taken care of. I don't have to worry about my pipes. My appliances are going to last longer. My whites stay whiter. My hair stays perfect, all the stuff that you just come to expect when you have a Connecticut. And then when I met someone or I go someplace and they don't have a Connecticut, I wonder how on earth have you made it this far? You know, Connecticut is the very best in the market, and so many people think that, you know, the very best is going to be expensive. That is not the case. In fact, far from it. See, Connecticut water softeners are made different than the one you've got. See, mine doesn't even plug in. It works on kinetic energy. I don't know. It's science. But what it does do is work all the time. It saves me on salt and eliminates any of the worries. And you want to find out what I'm telling you, if you're already plumbed for a water softener right now and you want to find out, you can call Connecticut at 656 PURE, 656 PURE. They'll come out as fast as they can, put a Connecticut in your home, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then in 90 days, when it's time to decide, when you go ahead and buy, there's lots of little loans for you. First of all, you decide to buy, you're going to get up to $400 for your old water softener. There's parts in there they might be able to use. With approved credit, you got 0 down, 0 financing charges. You got that for 12 months. And then a gift, a reverse osmosis drinking station. I paid for it. You're going to get it for free. They got the decor to match yours. It'll be fancied up, and you will never have to buy another water bottle again. Ready access at your sink all the time. How do you take advantage? Call 656-PURE. You need more details? I know I would. Go to ConnecticutSA.com for all of that. Hey, it's time. Go get yourself a Connecticut, the very best in your home, and when you do, you can come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working trouble spots at 281 northbound, just past Jones-Maltzberger. That's a stall. It's up to the right shoulder. Another disabled vehicle, Loop 410 eastbound Somerset, right shoulder blocked, and another stall at 151 eastbound Callahan. Again, off of main lane, off to the right shoulder. Right now along 1604 northbound from Calabria to I-10, going to take you about 15 minutes to get through. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line, 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is calling all golfers. The Fall Golf Classic is back. Mark your calendars for Monday, September 29th, and lock in your spot for one of the most fun golf events of the year at the Olympia Hills Golf Club. For just $120 per player, or $400 for a foursome, you'll get 18 holes of fun, friendly competition, and non-stop laps with your crew. But don't wait. Spots will sell out fast. And once they're gone, they're gone. This isn't your average uptight tournament. It's all about cutting loose, enjoying the day, and supporting a great cause. The Community Foundation of the Hill Country, presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and sponsored by Fly by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. And when the final putt drops, the party's just getting started. Head over to the Break Room Bar on Pat Booker Road for the official after party. Cold drinks, great food, and the perfect finish to a perfect day. Don't get left out. Grab your crew, grab your clubs, and get ready for a Monday you won't forget. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is celebrating 10 years with $10 off your $50 store purchase. Starting Friday, visit the Backstage floor inside your Macy's and get $10 off amazing new finds. Exclusions apply. See store for details. Find a location at macysbackstage.com.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
It's game day. Kick off the season with the Blitz this afternoon at Pete's Place on Bandera Road with our friends from Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
The Blitz is live 2 to 6 and Flight will be on special, and the Flight crew will have plenty of prizes.
So come hang out with the Blitz this afternoon and pregame for the regular season opener at Pete's Place on Bandera Road with Flight by Yingling and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Big Boss Gun Show is locked and loaded in Lavernia this weekend. Come see serious collections, unbeatable deals, and real people who know their stuff. Buy, sell, or trade, guns, ammo, and rare finds. It's loud, it's proud. It's the Big Boss Gun Show at the Chamber of Commerce in Lavernia this Friday through Sunday.
We love high school football and a team you can always count on. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quartermoon is here to tackle the toughest challenges, from plumbing mishaps to AC troubles, with the same dedication and passion that drives a winning touchdown. Our playbook is simple: fair prices, expert service, and a commitment to local families. Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, your winning solution for a comfortable home. Proudly serving our community with local hospitality. From the pit house to the outhouse to the schoolhouse, call Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
What if a quarterback completed 4 out of his 5 passes? Or a point guard hit 4 out of 5 shots from behind the arc? Well, now, when you're hiring, you can play at that level because 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter's technology hustles to find skilled people for your job, and you can invite your top picks to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1, San Antonio Sports Star. Thursday night at 7:20. The Cowboys open the season on the road, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. How about them Cowboys? 94-1, San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Small Friday. We've made it, Rob.
Almost. What are we? Trying to do the math here. Kicks off at what? 7:05.
Yeah, I can smell the cheesesteak from here.
9 hours away.
I got a fast.
What?
Yeah, you gotta fast. I just rearrange. I'd get blood on Monday, man. I'd do that.
Yeah, I don't want to go on Monday. So.
The weekend. I'd make it Tuesday. I'll see you on Tuesday.
I didn't think about any of that when they were like, "Can you come on Friday?"
And by the way, we need you to fast for 12 hours ahead of time.
Yeah, start at 7 when the game starts.
And nothing that will increase your heart rate. So all the fun stuff's out.
Yeah.
Man.
Even water's questionable. They just want nothing.
They don't want you to drink water?
I mean, yeah, but not a lot, just enough.
Tell them, I got a bad kidney.
Yeah, I gotta give you some blood. I got fluids in me.
What the hell? What's the word? What's going on with you?
No, nothing. Just checkups. I do it every year.
I got my annual next week.
Do you?
I go every 3 months, but this visit is the big one, like the annual where they do a bunch of tests once a year.
I usually go about once a year, and they just pull on my knee and make sure it's not going to fall off my bionic leg.
You reach an age where they're pulling on a bunch of stuff. They're pulling on and poking in a lot of different places.
What, they check your gout too? They're like, how's
check
the
your
gout? Like, here's
how's your toes?
Yeah, they're like, here's some more pills.
All right. Well, listen, the big news. The Powerball jackpot is up to $1.7 billion after another night without a big winner. We mentioned it a little bit.
$30. They took my $30.
Did they? Did they get you for some?
They got me for 30. I went all in. I got the multiplier.
Oh,
I played with the multiplier.
Always get the multiplier.
Well, you can't win.
Can't get the Billy if you don't play with the multiplier.
That's right. Now, my son's girlfriend was down for the long weekend, down from Vegas. And her parents sent her with like $100 to get lotto tickets.
Oh, you can't
play the lotto. You can't play Powerball in Nevada.
Really?
Yeah.
You can do everything else?
Yeah. Yeah,
you can get
literally
a hooker and
you can get whores, but you can't get
what? I can't.
You can't play the Powerball.
Go get a lottery ticket?
Yeah.
All right.
That's the
sure.
Look, we did get a Texas.
I can't buy a bottle of bourbon on Sunday in Texas.
No,
so it's weird enough. So
we got a Texas winner. You said.
See, okay, so people that matched 5 and a power play, $2 million winners.
Is there anybody from San Antonio?
Michigan, Oregon, Texas, and Wyoming.
Where in Texas? Do we know?
Doesn't say who or where, but and then
we got to dox this guy.
No kidding.
We got to find out.
I have an investment opportunity that he has to hear about.
Yeah.
I mean, I got an idea. It involves a tree planting service that I'm going to endorse.
Yeah.
Once again, proving that people from Boston are the absolute worst. A man was arrested at TD Garden in Boston
That's
after
where the Celtics play, by the way.
And the Bruins. The Bruins. The Bruins. They call them the Bruins.
Bruins, yeah.
Bruins. He was at the Benson Boone concert.
Oh, all right.
And he's accused of threatening a child.
Benson Boone?
No, this guy who was arrested.
Oh.
Police said the man was also viewing naked photos on the phone that the child could see.
Of women?
It doesn't say.
Okay, just naked photos.
It does say that the two victims told security that they were cheering at the show when 80-year-old Alan Musan turned around from his seat and threatened to kill them. He was arrested and removed from the venue. I mean, they don't want him. I guess they didn't want him. It was like when I was at the U2 concert and the guy was like, "Hey, no talking. We're at a U2 show. We don't talk. We just vibe.
We kneel and pray."
And you know what I said? How about I throw you in the pond?
So the dude was looking at porn?
That was me at the U2 concert at the Sphere. I almost had to do that to one of your guys.
Well, we're not violent.
I said, I'll throw your ass in the pond. I said, you don't want me to beat you up in front of your wife?
We're trying to end poverty.
And that's what I told him.
And the crimes of Enniskillen.
That's literally what I told him. I said, dude, you don't want to do this in front of your wife. You don't want.
You don't want this.
You mind your business, pal.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was very serious about you too. Very serious.
You're not a U2 fan. You're threatening violence.
That's yeah.
You're not one of us.
Yeah. I told him I'm not here for the show. I'm here to talk.
Poverty and pain.
There's some other things you gotta. This is just live and learn. 42-year-old man in Logan, Utah, has been arrested. He's been in trouble before. First of all, he has been in trouble for threatening a police officer, for assaulting a police officer. So he's had some problems in the past. Well, now he's currently been arrested for sending more than 1,000 threatening messages to the Utah Division of Child and Family Services.
Who has the time? Who just can sit down and send 1,000 threatening texts?
Imagine that. But he says if the threat stated that if the officers touched him or handcuffed him, he would kill them. And they went to issue a citation and place Merritt on a 72-hour hold. When they met with him, he said he would not go back to jail because law enforcement harasses him. It's like, dude, you can't complain about being harassed when you send 1,000 text messages. 1,000.
I hope they were new and unique. I hope none of them were the same. I hope he worded them different all 1,000 times.
He probably
thought-provoking.
Do your kids do this? Like things that could be sent in a paragraph form, they send one text at a time. It drives me crazy that kids text like that.
Oh, yeah, my daughter does
sentence.
Yeah,
sentence,
dude, just write it all at once and send it at once.
Send it in one bulk, yeah.
I don't need my phone to buzz 50 times.
Yeah.
Kids these days. So I've been sending my kid a lot of death threats, actually.
I just send weird emojis.
Yeah.
Well, when we started texting, they charged. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
You only had so many
shorten
per
things
month.
up.
So.
Yeah, that's where LOL came from.
Yeah.
Let me know.
There's always a risk when you go to a foreign country. There's always a risk that you might violate some of their traditions. And you might
end up getting whipped.
Bring shame on their culture.
Whipped in Thailand or lose a finger.
Or like you might end up in the gulag like Brittany Griner. You can't smoke weed in Russia, Brittany. It's not allowed there.
Only Russian weed is allowed.
That's right. Well, an Australian tourist was visiting the town of Fujikawa-Guchiko.
Sounds like
and that's in the Yamanshi prefecture. He uploaded videos of himself in a local cemetery.
We're talking about Japan.
In Japan, yeah. Now, most people would say it's weird to film in a cemetery. Japan has no adamant religious taboos against it, and provided the videos were of a discreet and respectful nature, that would have been just fine with them. They wouldn't have thought it was a big deal. But one of the videos shows the man going up to a gravesite where either a loved one or a friend or someone had left a canned cocktail as an offering for the deceased.
That's some low-down stuff.
The Australian man walks up to the tombstone, places a coin on it, picks up the can, cracks it open, and chugs it.
That's some low-down, dirty stuff. There's something waiting for you on the other side when you do that. Yo, man, that was my beer.
He then
he put it on my headstone, and you drank my beer.
He then taps the empty can against the tombstone as like clinking a cheers, like, hey, cheers, mate. Hey, thanks for the beer.
It's a Foster's.
And apparently, this is very, very frowned upon in the Japanese culture.
Like to hope.
Very frowned upon.
That's it is some low down dirty stuff to go drink a dead man's liquor.
Well, he did leave a coin.
It wasn't for sale. Did you see a for sale sign up? It was when I get back, I'm going to drink that.
No, I mean, I just saying. Like, I don't know. Is that
the rapture comes? I'm coming up. I'm having a beer. You took it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, what? If someone left a sandwich, would he have eaten the sandwich? I don't know.
Some low down dirty stuff. You're going to get your comeuppance either here or on the other side. I know that. Drink my beer.
Hey, man, you got to when
you're tempted fate, man.
You're far away from the nearest
little
bar.
Girl just by playing a game, you start drinking a demon's beer.
You're a good ways away from the nearest bar. What are you going to do? You need your fix.
We've all been out to a funeral. I mean, I've been to a funeral or to a cemetery and seen a bottle of stuff.
Plus,
yeah, you see a bottle of Jack on. I've seen that many times. Especially go to Fort Sam.
Plus, he's an Aussie. I mean, like,
maybe he's already been sentenced to being that because he drank in a previous life somebody else's liquor. When you come back, your penalty is you're going to be in Australia. You're going to have to live down there amongst those weird insects.
And finally, a man in Idaho Springs, Colorado.
They call him Tex.
He was he was relaxing at the Indian Hot Springs, and got a little weird when police started chasing after a man. The Idaho Springs police reported chasing a man covered in mud wearing only a Speedo.
Just another day in the party.
After reports of credit card fraud and stolen identification on that day. The suspect was identified. This has got to be a joke. This man who is accused of credit card fraud and stolen identification. His name, Alec Bogus. According to the arrest affidavit, police responded to the hot springs where they found Bogus in a mud bath.
What's his name again?
Alec Bogus.
Bogess?
Bogus. Bogus.
Okay. Not Bogus. Because I know a guy named Alec Bogus. Go on.
They found him in a mud bath. They confronted him about the credit card fraud. He denied the claim before officers mentioned the warrant from Douglas County and told him he'd be going to jail. The officers allowed the muddy man to take a shower before they left, but while escorting him, he ran from them, covered in mud, wearing only a Speedo. Ran through a parking lot before climbing up hills past cabins. The pursuing officer injured his knee in pursuit. A drone was deployed, which spotted him at an intersection. The officer drove his vehicle to the area after another pursuing officer possibly tore ligaments in his leg during the chase.
This guy had some moves, man. He juked them right out of their knees.
Bogus was tracked to the home of a resident who told police that he saw him run in the direction of his shed. Police opened the shed, or approached the shed, opened the door, and found Bogus hiding inside.
Yeah, like there's video here. Check this out. Look at him.
What?
Covered in mud and
no problem here, Ossifer.
Just here I go.
Oh, that didn't last long.
Cop tears his ACL. No, they catch it. It took them a while to catch him because the cop falls down. I hope this cop I hope this is the cop that falls down with the. They don't show that.
Yeah, they don't show it.
The body cam footage. Oh well, he was arrested, taken to a local. He also injured his knee in the chase. So even Stevens, he was taken to a local hospital after the arrest, charged with second-degree burglary, escape, obstruction of justice, and resisting arrest.
Why was he covered in mud?
He was in a hot springs. He was in a mud bath.
So it was So he used a fake credit card to get into the mud
Apparently
bath?
so, yeah. Which he looks like some sort of forest creature.
You see him running through the woods.
I know he's on flaquito.
In his Speedo.
He's a very pasty man.
He's got a little bit of
I'd hate to be that cop.
You ever seen that movie Powder?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah,
he looks like powder.
This guy's got special powers.
That's right.
This guy can stop time.
That's right.
Really white.
All right, friends. We got one segment left. What do we do in that segment? We take a look at what Vegas is taking a look at. We'll look at the daily lines next. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
You know, Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. In fact, next week I'm going for my annual physical. That's what the Institute for Functional Health does. They get you functionally healthy in ways that maybe you might not have thought of. You see, I first walked into the IFF, I already had my doctor, but I was thinking about trying to lose some weight. This was 9 years ago. I met Dr. Torres, and he convinced me, he cajoled me, he coached me, and got me into a program that, quite frankly, was the best thing I've ever done for myself. Not the easiest by far, but certainly the best. I sit in front of you right now, down nearly 80 pounds on a program that I'm going to stay on for the rest of my life because I feel better, I look better, and my goodness, my doctors say I'm living better. So if it's time for you to lose weight and you're considering all those options, and there's some great ones out there. But if GLPs are not your way, if you're looking at some sort of surgery, it's not for you, you want to go the old-fashioned route and lose the weight in ways that you can keep off, I want you to talk to Dr. Torres today because I am living proof he can put together something that works for people that didn't think they could lose weight. His number is 210-468-1891. I do recommend hitting the website. That's iffhealth.com. Take the functional health test. I promise you're going to come to some conclusions that you had not thought about before. I'm going to go see the doc next week for my annual physical. They're a full-service shop. They've got everything you're chasing from your doctors. All the ancillary stuff, all the extra stuff, but all the stuff you need to live a functionally healthy life. I want you to call Dr. Torres today. Get on a program you can live with and stay alive for a long time. Call him today. Change your life and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Please keep in mind during your stay, el perro es no comida.
Oh, that's good. What did he say? Don't eat the dog? He said, don't eat the dog.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Holding. Defense.
The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. ALAMO's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time, like car wash. Right now, you can save 20% on the Armor All Complete Car Wash Kit. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well,
trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for the rights of San Antonians for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. What is something you see often as a personal injury attorney and protecting your clients?
The one thing we always see without fault in a case is that the insurance company will always reach out to them soon after the collision, and they try to get them to agree to a low settlement. They try to get them to agree to signing a piece of paper. They want them essentially to sign their rights away without ever even consulting with an attorney. Right? In the grand scheme of things, if you sign a piece of paper, you're signing your future interest away. So that's why it's so important to call the Gomez Law Firm, because we make sure we protect your rights, and you're not signing your life away, you're not signing your rights away.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then call the Gomez Law Firm first. 210-736-4040 or visit joegomezlaw.com. Protect your family and protect your rights.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
There's video of a guy. He's waiting to tee off, and there is a cart stopped on the path. And then you zoom in. Let's just say the golf cart is rocking.
Dude, let me tell you something. This girl's a hopper. She's bouncing on this dude like nobody's business.
I can't tell if you're jealous.
No, I'm describing the scene. She was very hoppy.
You sound like you're describing an IPA.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, hey. Dun, 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 dun. Why don't you bring in your drum, Vic?
Boom, boom, boom. Gonna matriculate the ball with short, crisp passes.
All right, friends. We've made it to the end of the show. And at the end of every show, we do a little segment called The Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
All right, friends, the Dallas Cowboys, Vaquero de Dallas, taking on the dreaded, hated, despised Philadelphia Eagles.
There's money to be had, even if a loss might be imminent.
The line for tonight, the Dallas Cowboys, 8.5-point underdogs in this one on the road to the Philadelphia Eagles. The total is 47.5.
That seems low.
If you are a believer that the Dallas Cowboys can win this football match, win it, plus 350.
Yeah.
Not you.
Not me, man.
Not you.
I'm all in, but not there.
We've talked about some props, some daily fantasy stuff, whatever you want to call it. In Texas, we call it daily fantasy, and if you're betting outside of Vegas, you might call it a player prop. My favorite player prop, I like Saquon Barkley over 18.5 attempts, and I like Brandon Aubrey over 1.5 field goals made.
I've got some easy teasers that are floating around. Obviously, Prescott with a touchdown pass. I like that one a lot. 249 passing yards. That might be about right. That might be a more for there. Completion percentage at 63%. I like all of Dak's numbers, the DFS ones. If you're diving in, there's money to be made there, though. If you're a Cowboy fan, I don't like anything other than the over.
You like the over.
Yeah.
All right.
And maybe some early points. Somebody said maybe 9.5 in the first half might be something I'd look at, but I won't.
Okay. Yeah, if you like the
take the Saquon running numbers, carries, yards, total yards, all those things too.
I just think they're gonna feed him.
Yeah.
They're gonna feed. All right, Major League Baseball. Philadelphia Phillies are at Milwaukee. Ranger Suarez taking on Freddie Peralta. The Brewers minus 130. Blake Snell and the Dodgers in Pittsburgh on Paul Skeens Day.
Mm-hmm.
Dodgers minus 125 on the road. Total in that one is 7. 7 runs in that game, in a Dodgers game of all things. Whew. That's wild. Guardians send Logan Allen. The Rays go with Ryan Pepiot. The Rays minus 165 favorites. Carlos Rodon and the Yankees head to the Astros. Christian Javier going for the Stros. Yankees minus 145 favorites
Good
today.
game last night. Thank you, Stros. They needed it.
Some terrible home plate humping. It worked both ways, but it mostly worked the Astros' way, at least at the end of the game, certainly.
Alvarez 4 hits.
Kyle Hendricks, he's back, baby. Kyle Hendricks and the Angels are in Kansas City taking on the Royals. Noah Cameron goes for the Royals. They are minus 155 favorites. Oh, made-up person pitching for the White Sox. Fraser Ellard going for the White Sox. Taj Bradley for the Twins. Twins minus 160
So baseball
favorites today.
Kind of a slow night.
Well, they understand they understand what's going on here.
And Thursdays are normally kind of slow because everybody's headed toward the weekend.
Getaway day.
Yeah.
Lady basketball, not a slow night. We got 3 games, baby. The Mercury, they say, F the NFL. We're the new sheriff
We're
in
get
town.
What we're due.
Yeah. Pay us what you owe us.
All right, play against the NFL.
Mercury against the Mystics. The Phoenix Mercury, 9.5-point road favorites. The horrific Dallas Wings are 11.5-point dogs against the Golden State Valkyries. And good matchup. How about this one? The Minnesota Lynx, 2-point favorites on the road at the red-hot Las Vegas Aces. That Veronica Vaughn is one piece of ace.
Who?
That's from Billy Madison.
Oh, it's like Veronica Vaughn.
He said, I know from experience, dude. And he said, no, you don't. It's Chris Farley and Adam Sandler.
I was looking at the U.S. Open. Like, who's Vaughn?
Oh, no. Yeah, the ladies' U.S. Open. And then there were 4 ladies left in the U.S. Open. Now, there's been some upsets along the way, but we've got a good Final Four here. Arina Sabalenka today against Jessica Pegula. Sabalenka minus 300 favorite. And Naomi Osaka taking on Amanda Anisimova. That's your semifinals. Osaka minus 120, your favorite there. The Final Four in the men's tomorrow. I'll give you this now because we're not going to have time to talk about this tomorrow. No freaking way. Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic in the semifinal. Alcaraz a minus 380 favorite. Yannick Sinner in the other semifinal taking on Felix Auger Aliassime.
Yep.
That's a made-up person, but he's in the U.S. Open semifinals. Yannick Sinner, minus 2,500 to get the job done in that one.
Did you hear the story about what's his name, why his hair was buzzed off?
No. He lose a bet?
No. He got to New York for the tournament and missed an appointment with his barber. He was going to get his hair cut.
Yeah,
so his brother said, I'll cut it. And
he messed it up?
And didn't adjust the guard on the first tip, like just shaved into his head. So Alcaraz just had to shave his head.
If he wins, he needs to stick with it.
I'm telling you. Well, no, don't stick with it. You look like you're an
I think he looks good.
He looks like an escaped mental patient.
He looks tough, man.
Just went through a round of shock therapy, man.
Come on. It's a tough look.
Like you had head lice or something.
Yeah, it looked like you had head lice and just got out of some kind of Serbian prison camp.
This is a true story. I went down over the weekend to Beeville, Texas.
A beautiful place to be.
Is it?
A place to be from, anyway.
It's where my dad is buried.
Mm-hmm.
And there is, those buildings that are like shaped like a triangle, like the
old Whataburgers?
Yeah, but it's the whole
A-frame,
building. It's just an A-frame building. There's one of those on the main drag through Beeville, which is Highway 59.
Was it a Wiener Schnitzel at one point? No.
I don't know what it was at one point, but right now it is a lice treatment center.
Oh, my God.
I said, imagine.
God. They're hiring if you want a job.
Imagine having to have like a whole building dedicated.
There's that much lice.
Beeville has drive-through lice treatment.
What? Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
You got to have a whole building dedicated to that.
I've never had that. Ever.
Oh, my wife
Lice
being a
busters.
teacher. We've dealt with lice more than once in our lives.
Oh, I had it.
I never had it.
I had it when I was in Little League because we had 5 helmets between the whole team. You had to share.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And my wife would come home all skeeved up because she'd have to do lice checks.
Piojos.
Oh, yeah.
Piojos.
My daughter had it when she was like 4 from preschool. I remember that.
We had more than one lice outbreak.
I'm impatient, but my wife is patient, so she sat there with that comb and that shampoo and just every day.
It's the only way to work. I mean, we tried mayonnaise. You tried the mayonnaise trick. And
peanut butter?
Peanut butter, nothing.
No. You know what works? Shaving your head.
Well, it does kind of, but you got to get every one of those nits, every one of those eggs. Oh, it's
and
just
if you miss
awful.
one egg, then it turns into they're back. Yeah, it was an awful.
If my kids ever got lice, I would just shave their head.
Unfortunately,
I ain't even lying.
I had a friend who got the bottom lice.
Shouldn't have got that.
I had a friend who got the bottom lice.
Crabs?
Way back when. So his fix was
just shave it.
No, he decided the way he was cure this is he'd just go get in the pool and drown them.
That don't work.
No, he was in the pool for like 9 hours. Like, dude, they're eggs. They're gonna hatch. They're already waterproof. So you thought he'd just go drown them?
I don't think that's gonna work, friend. You didn't have the smartest friends.
No.
Was that an Aggie?
No.
They're all Aggies, I think. They're all Aggies.
No, we're just going to go drown them.
Oh,
okay. Good luck with that.
That ain't going to work. Yeah.
I got the downstairs lice.
Oh. The downstairs lice.
That's what he said. At the downstairs, yikes.
I guess that sounds better than crabs.
It does.
I guess. Got crotch lice. I don't know what the best way to put it is.
You rub a bunch of peanut butter down there and wear a diaper.
And then get yourself a dog.
This all salved up with
small
peanut butter.
dog, a beagle maybe it'd work.
There we
go. Eat those
Jack,
eggs right up.
A little Jack Terrier, get them.
Yeah, make sure they got a soft tongue. That's all I can say. Don't get a cat. That'll hurt.
Ugh.
Yeah, that sandpaper tongue will get you.
That's a hard lesson learned.
Oh well. Tomorrow we've got some college football and we'll have one NFL game tomorrow. But tonight's all about the Eagles and the Cowboys. You can hear that game right here on our station.
So the Jets are jetting off to the Kansas City Chiefs are going down to
Brazil. Sao Paulo.
And from what I hear, those poor players, they just land, they go to the game, they leave the game, get on the plane and leave. They're not allowed to do anything.
I think that's the case.
That's the safest thing.
I think that is the safest.
You want to talk about this sucks.
Yeah. And they're gonna I mean, you're gonna see photos about, this is a beautiful place. Tourism, but we're not letting our players off the bus.
No, this
from the
dangerous.
plane, you'll take the picture. That's
it. These guys ain't
they should
going
get like a bye week where they get to hang out go down to the beach or something.
My coach said, "Wage, never go Brazil without me. It's no safe for you."
I tend to agree.
It's a beautiful place, but for you,
I played
never
Call
go.
of Duty.
Never go.
I played Call of Duty. I fought through a favela, too.
I learned my lesson.
I know what I'm doing.
All right, friends. Blitz coming up at 2 from, what's it called, Pete's Place? Is that the...
Pete's Place in Old Town of Lotus.
Go check them out. Be there. Check out the Cowboys game. We'll see you tomorrow on a Football Friday.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.